died in the ignorance that Ojukwu caused a war. That's what they were writing. Britain helped them to write it. Ojukwu was a rebel. If not for the coming of IPOB, of Radio Biafra, all of you would have lived and died in the ignorance that Ojukwu caused a war. That's what they were writing. Britain helped them to write it. Ojukwu was a rebel, a secessionist, because we had no media. That is why they're paying Facebook billions upon billions of US dollars to stop this truth from coming out. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Gowon is alive, go and ask him. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Ojukwu went and negotiated restructuring with you in Aburi. You came back, Britain told you not to agree because Britain realized that all the component units of Britain knows that if you go back to regionalism, you will have economic growth. The country will do very well. But Britain doesn't want it. That was why they even instigated the Nzogwu coup, so-called Nzogwu coup, saying they will bring Awolowo to become the head of state. They knew what was going to happen. They wanted to truncate the economic miracle of Dr. Michael. But what I'm telling you are fast. Go and investigate for yourself. In the East, you had the fastest growing economy in the whole world, over 40% every year. In the West, Awolowo was performing his own miracle as well. Even in the North, Ahmadu Bello and Tafawa Balewa were doing very well. You had all those massive industries in the North. You even had Alamajiris that were employed in the North, meaningfully employed, gainfully employed. They were all doing very well. Britain said, no, for us to control these people, we need to impoverish them. Let us introduce this war. There was a coup by Nzogwu. And after that, there was the massacre of, as usual, massacre of our people in the North. Ojukwu said, I have to secure my land and my people. They said, no, let's go to Aburi to discuss it. Ojukwu went to Aburi and agreed restructuring. That's something now you're asking for, to tell you how foolish Nigerians are. They're very foolish. That same nonsense you're asking for now was discussed many years ago. Ojukwu sat down in Aburi with Gowon and decided that regionalism was the best way forward, restructuring, going back to who you were, 1963 Constitution, 1960-1963 Constitution. Be on your own and pay tax to the central government, as they have in America, as they have even in Britain. Britain, you have Scotland that is almost independent, Wales, the same thing, everybody is free, but Britain doesn't want the same thing they're enjoying to happen in Nigeria. Why? Ask yourself that question. Anybody telling you about one Nigeria is your enemy? I'll prove it to you now. Ojukwu negotiated devolution, regionalism. The North will be on their own, the West on their own, even Midwest on their own, and then the East on their own. It's the same one Nigeria. On their way to the airport, before they boarded the aircraft, a call came from Lagos, from the British High Commissioner in Lagos to Gowon, telling Gowon not to agree, after having signed the agreement. That same Gowon you're looking at today, God kept him alive so that he can witness the destruction he will bring upon that very zoo called Nigeria. Gowon said no. Do you know all the journalists in Nigeria, none of them have ever gone to Gowon to ask him, why did he say no to Aburi? Aburi was restructuring. None of those agitating for restructuring right now has ever gone to Gowon or gone to Nigeria to say, but Ojukwu negotiated restructuring. What happened? They came back and they said no. Ojukwu said, okay, so you want to continue to kill my people all over the place? No. Because of that, I'll declare Biafra. Today, they have brainwashed all of you with the perverse notion and thinking that somehow Ojukwu is responsible for causing a war, when opposite is the case. If not now, that after many years of hammering on this very topic, it has now sunk into the skull of the people that Gowon was the aggressor, not Ojukwu. That's how Nigeria is, always blaming the victim. And we lost over 5 million people during that very genocidal war. They killed over 5 million Biafrans. They wanted to wipe us away from the face of this very earth. But we survived it, and we are here today. Those they gave birth to, they have come. and this time with the wrath that you.
I think that is the interpretation that we not know whether that accord was the family, the actual final result, which was not to be done until after we've, got home.
But you agreed to the accord when you were in Gath.
No, this is the accord. It is not a question of agreement in accord. This, it is when we come back home, and I made it. I made a statement. When you come back home, and I make a statement that you about Aburi.
Right. Because that's why it was called an accord. An accord means that you had agreed.
No, accord. No, but then it has to be done in Nigeria before Friday.
So you needed to come home and discuss it.
Unfortunately, when the first people doesn't want to believe it, I was having a serious attack of either fever or whatever it is, and I could not make any decision. No, at home.
Right.
When we arrived in home, and Tojuku was one who then, when he came, he went and made made the statement. He made the statement about the Aburi Code. And the governor of the Midlands, Duke Edge, then rang me at that very early hours of the game to tell me, he said, "Have you heard?" So I said, "Have not." And you know what Oji God said? So I said, "No, I haven't heard anything, baby. You know that happened, but that is the reason why I could not make from this statement, which would have then clearly say exactly what we agree on, and he told me that, oh, we said you are going to move a cat, that the military is going to be etc. going to be controlled now from each from each organization, for example. And he was what I said today. Is that actually, honestly, is that what me I did too? But he said, yo. So I said, well, honestly, I do not know what that is. So that was the time, and later on, had to ask the other governors what they think, and they were able to say, well, that is not what it is. So we had to organize a meeting of all the governors, and he was invited to attend so that we can deal with the Akori Accord. And we met at NIFO in Benin, and he did not turn up. And of course, all the secretaries to the government, all the were there, all the governors were there. He was invited, but of course he said because of security reason he cannot come, so he didn't come or send anybody. And we discussed that discussion, and for example, the permanent, the secretary to the government, the West, did ask, came and appealed to me, as a Christian, please, if we can make sure that that accord, what we agreed is in the true spirit of Aburi. And I told him, as a Christian, I can assure you that that is the way, it is going to be. And we had that meeting. In the end, we invited him to come. He did not come. So, and when we ended the meeting, of course, the spirit of Aburi was totally as if it was sort of, I do not know what accord he was reading, because he came to the meeting with prepared papers, of things that he wanted, and of course we discussed them one by one, agree on some, disagree on some. Like, for example, to give you one of the major issue, although we say that the military would be zoned, but the control, and then he wanted those zones to be commanded by the governor. Say you have a military zone in the north, will be commanded by the governor of the ministry. In the east will be commanded by by him, and military in the west by this thing. And of course we did not agree with that one, and certainly it was not one of those agreed, but none of us went there with any senior official, secretary to the government, or senior etc. We did not. We just went there, as far as we are concerned, to be able to meet as officers now and then, to agree to be able to get back home and resolve our problem at home. That was my understanding, but that is not his understanding. And so when we went to NIFO and discussed this, the spirit of Aburi was certainly included. The only thing that I added was that from no region will can succeed.
Right.
Unfortunately.
All right, we are back again. We are back again. So I promised to come back, hopefully, and I am here. And let me quickly respond to Kevin. You made some comment that is worth responding to, and the other one sounds funny, but where is the fourth one? Kai, yesterday, yeah. Let me start with this one. Kai, yesterday I asked you about PM second day proceeding, and you laughed about it and asked if the PM court is every day, but later you see that was a court sitting on the 18th. So you know better than I do. So I should be the one to ask you, but you were asking me. So I don't know. You know. Do you understand? So that is it. I don't know there's any court that because I have made it this kind of my tune. I don't want to report anything from all those guys yapping nonsense. I have to verify what I will bring on. I saw it that he was gonna come to court, but I don't trust the channel, the source. So I cannot just don't expect me to say it here. But because I know if I say it, then you know that negative people that watch the platform, there are quite many. So I was trying to be careful, my dear. Not everything I will see, I will just come and report. So sometimes you have to make sure that some of the information appear on the platform or from the reliable source, then you can say it. So you want me to be like Chamaka Jere, that keep on dishing out court date without any proper consultation. So I don't do that. So you won on that one. Then you said again, what was the other question that you asked here? Because a lot of comments, to be honest with you. If I remember that, I will bring it back. I can't remember that that comment has disappeared. So anyway, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, and make sure you like the video. We are already 14 minutes in this live stream. So we are here to talk about a few things about Manamaka court case. We are here to, just point out a few things, like I said, to know what happened in the court sittings of Manamaka today. But before then, I would like to make this appeal because we are 60 people watching now. Maybe I will make it again, but let me say it because someone called my attention on the video of why he searches and I go. She came, in a half live stream. She tried to go live. Of course, trying to respond to what we did earlier before now. I believe she was trying to respond to react on that. She started calling my name and other Biafrans together. Everything that she said there, I'm not here to tell you to argue about anything, but let me make this clear to her and anybody that think like she do, everybody that's maybe somehow believed that Kai report is being sponsored or being paid. Okay, I say yes. How nature used to punish person. Now you are saying your own and talking to for the dead too. Not that, not die until Biafra is it Nigeria? Okay, Augustine, I see you. So let me make this appeal to everybody that think that Kai report is being paid or is in a payroll of anybody. Do I have money? Am I a rich person? No. Am I begging for food? No. Right? Am I here to claim what I am not? No. Am I here to act as if I have a heaven on earth? No. Do I cherish my respect and my prestige? Yes. Am I interested in trying to tear my name apart to enrich myself? No. Anybody that want to somehow, there's limits in what we do. Every human being, you should understand, you should know, it's your responsibility to know the limits. Anybody, why you such this message is for you and your gang of guys. Know some of your maggots are around. They're the one sharing the link, and of course, I know you follow you're following me. You are checking on the channel, which is good. I appreciate you on that. But the only thing I want you to understand is that anything from now henceforth, anything you want to say, like the one like what you said, that Kai report is a Fulani man, that I look like Fulani, and that I am, you're very crazy. That I'm saying what I'm saying because I'm trying to secure Igbo land for Fulani. Wow. That one is okay. I understand. Out of frustration, you can say anything. But you see this idea of the kind of report they're paying you, don't you add anything? Payment. Anybody, once you hear this, once you're watching this video or you're going to watch it later, this is me giving you my last warning. Do not say again. Do not come live again and add me to the list of those that are paying. If you say it again, I will not be happy with you. Whatever I say will go straight to you. I am not here for violence, like I always say, or to condemn anybody. If I provoke anybody, like if I accuse you wrongly, I will tell you that I'm sorry. But I cannot. Don't expect me to tell you sorry for reminding you what you said on your own video. You said that you are a saboteur. You said it. I remind you of what you said. You're a saboteur, and later, after a few days or weeks or months, you come back to dish out to pronounce how Biafra will punish saboteurs. So I'm just being real. I'm reminding you your word. I did not call you saboteur. You said you were a sabo. You prove it that you were a sabo. So reminding you that shouldn't be a problem to you. But if out of anger you open your mouth again and say that, and even if you don't mention mine, even if you don't say it directly to me, but you have mentioned them to some people that go to Fulani, how do you normally say that? Down wages of Fulani, and they're paying them money. If you mention my name again on that, why are you such a? It's not funny. Don't try it again. I will take it. I will not be happy. I will take it serious. Don't try it again. You can continue with you're a Fulani boy, you're a Fulani. I understand. Do not bring money attached to it. And anybody, those that even you that you are still nursing it in your mind, stay away from that. If you say it again, or if I notice that anybody say it again, what I will say on you will happen to you. That's just fact. Unless you make sure you have the evidence before you say it. Have your evidence. I cannot be choosing my words while talking about you, and you are running speed while talking about me. It doesn't work that way. from A to from Ogenkere. Do you know the intel, the message that somebody actually downloaded to me, like basically download a lot of information about Sia? I cannot come here and start saying that. You know why? Because I don't need to. I'm not here for saga. I choose my word because I want to maintain what I don't like. I want to maintain that behavior, that I don't want to go, wide on people. Don't go the same thing on me. If you want to say that, oh, you want to criticize me, maybe the way I look, it's okay. Maybe the way I talk, no problem. Maybe you can cook up story that I'm from Zambia, no problem. Oh, my mother and my father are not even from Africa; they are somewhere from Blue Moon. Okay, that one is okay. I understand. You are just talking. But the issue of they pay you money. If I hear that again, I cannot come out here and avoid requests from people, monetary requests, not to buy me, but just to help, to support, to do that kind of thing. I just ask you a question: is it from your heart? If you begin to learn, I will not ever take anything from you. And I have not received any funding from anybody. If you say that you have given me money, please, whether from your US, whether from USB, or you are from Fallback Republic, or you are from Chata, or even if you are from Ambazonia, you understand? Anybody, even politician, you are from Nigeria, APC, whatever. If you have sent any funding to me, don't hesitate. Bring the evidence out. I will help you to publish it. But you cannot just come out and say, if I hear the name, then I want to church. Last one, yeah, to be honest with you, if you try it again, don't. Let me just end it. Don't. That side is red line. If you say it again, then I'm not gonna come after you, but I will declare war on you. That is me. I'm not a voodoo person. I don't do voodoo, but I know the principle. Don't try it. Just maintain your lane. You understand? Maintain your lane. If you want to call goes on the base, anything is left for her to respond to you. But you cannot lie about how my presence and from henceforth, if you lie about Ogenkere, I will also condemn you to tell you that it's not about, because you are, like I called you, you are just a parasite. You are, and you know that you are. And this platform, you don't reject people who believe in anything. That's why if I send a link, anybody come here and want to talk, we talk, right? Not like you keep on kicking people out. People have their opinion for what you have to kick them out, and those who are supporters will come here and be bragging. We are here begging them to come, to follow the link and come. But you see the difference between me and you. Every small thing you started calling native doctors. I'm not here for that nonsense. The only thing that I said here that you must very, very careful about, let your people send it to you. Do not add me in the list of those that are paying money. According to you, if they are paying money, it's left for you. They have mouth to defend themselves or to say anything. But if you include me again, anyway, let's go. This is we are not here for that. Let's start the program. Anyway, Mazlan Kano was in court today. All right, and we are going to go through that. But before then, let me listen to this.
Anybody will bite you for nose, you no fear the mucon. The mucon in your nose did not irritate that person. When you want to bite that person, check inside his anus. Bite them, make the shit whether they are not irritate you. Bite them. How they go carry Mazen and the Kalu? The first of all, una get it at home. If they work against the government, una spoil them. The second one, if they work, una spoil them. You say sit at home, no fit bring freedom. Who tell you that one? What if it bring freedom? Now to carry go the fight. The people who they kill never do now. All the blood waste split all over the streets and the villages and everywhere. You never do now. You never do enough. Till when? The strategy of sitting at home was the greatest strategy, but una don't scatter them, una don't spoil them. Una don't spoil them. And instead of calling people together, uniting people, una still they scatter people, una still they create enmity, una still they create disintegration. Does it really matter who is who at this point? Does it matter your diplomat? Does it matter your qualification? Does it matter if you're a diplomat? Does it matter if you're a son or whatever? Does it matter? Would that bring freedom to the table? The only thing that will bring freedom now is unity. No fighting Simeon Ekpa. No disagreeing with Simeon Ekpa or disagreeing with me or any other. What in be on our own? Till when are we going to learn? When are we going to realize that we mistaked yesterday? We should not do the same again today.
Okay, that is our brother who go there. Please, let's start this program properly. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel in case if you are new. So Mazokano went to court today, 19th of June 2025. The case between Mazi Kano and federal government of Nigeria has commenced with both legal teams rather introducing themselves shortly after the fifth witness named PWEEE has been called into the witness box for cross-examination. However, due to the close monitoring of court attendance by some DSS officer present in the court, unfortunately, live update from proceeding of the cross-examination in chief of witness PWEE will not be made available to the public at this moment to avoid being held in contempt of court order. Meanwhile, we urge Biafran to remain patient and unwavering as we strive to do the needful. Stay tuned. That is early message from updates in the people that are in the court giving the updates. You understand about what is going on in the court. Then after that, the case adjourned. Oh no, not this one. Before the case adjourned, let me bring the other ones. There's another update here. Okay, this one is not not this one. Okay. Now let me go to Lawyer Jimako. Let us read post that he made about the court case. Today he said today's hearing in the matter of Federal Republic of Nigeria versus Oyendomas Namodekano has commenced on schedule. Today, the Federal Republic of Nigeria closed its case against Mas Namodekano. The court granted the defendant 14 days to file it with its written address on a no case submission and 14 days to the prosecution to respond. The court then adjourned to 18th July. Thank you for your support. This one is quite brief, right? Quite brief. So everything is there's nothing to hold Mazi here. That's not the fact. Nothing. But me and you, we all know that this is just political, case, like political prisoner. Mazi is as a political prisoner. They just decide to hold him because nah too much, that kind of thing. Instead of them to just learn from what the teachings of Mazi to adjust from all this nonsense, they don't want to do that. They choose to go, hard on him just because to them, keeping him out is a kind of creating an avenue for them to make up whatever they want to make up and create more case. Like what Allah is said here. Within this period, the legal team of Mazi Namodekano have chance. They should draft, a kind of written address, like a statement that they have no other case to face, like they are free, then the persecutor will now respond, have 14 days to respond. Or is it 14 or 8 days? Let me reconfirm it again. Okay. The court granted the defendant, which is Master 14 days to file his written address on a no case submission, and 14 days to the persecution to respond. The court then adjourned to 18th of July. So you can see, once they have to submit this document to the court, then they have to wait within these 14 days for federal government or whoever that is holding Master to cook up another story. This interval. Do you understand? So this is let's just hope. But normally, you see what they're doing now, because the judge is no longer doing the jamboree of putting 3 months, 4 months, 1 month before another sitting. That is what political prisoners see. Once you're a political prisoner, that is what you have to see, because the agenda and the motive is to keep the suspect or the person out, detain them for no just reason. And I think they're running out of idea now. They don't have anything to offer to hold him on anymore. Let us hear from this. Let's hear from this one before I bring to you what Shawara said.
So what's the plan? They want to file a motion. Processing aside of that judgment. Okay.
Good morning, sir. How are you? Fine, thank you. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Mr. Maxwell.
One of us is the one. Only man does you can do justice.
Let me see. Show me the name. This is going to.
Let's hear this.
To be here as always, even though, as usual, the DSS prevented me from entering the courtroom. But I'm a living witness to history. The first time my Mazda was abducted from Kenya and brought here, I was in court to warn them that, in fact, I was one of the few people that came here as soon as they did their kangaroo arraignment, that this case is not going anywhere, and that there's no way, it doesn't matter how long it takes, it's going to end up the way it started, as nothing, and it will end up as nothing, because there's nothing that can stand up on nothing. The foundation of this was malice. It was a suppression of a section of Nigerian people and a violation of the fundamental right of a Nigerian British citizen who was abducted from another country, brought here without due process, and detained indefinitely, even presented from having open and fair trial, which we have seen all over the time. As a matter of fact, today we already had an altercation with the DSS preventing people from moving around here. But you know, they started by blocking everywhere. Now they are tired, they can't even block half of the road, because you cannot stop an idea whose time has come. And this is what we have won them. And I'm glad that they are reaching the dead end that we have predicted. The dead end is that there will be a no case submission. In fact, I would have an issue with the lawyers if I were to be involved, because there's no need to even file a no case submission in a case that never existed in the first place. But you have to do your own legal work. And let me use this opportunity to also appreciate all the lawyers and all the people who have stood in solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu. I said it that if I'm the last person that will stand with him, I'll stand with him. And mine is not political. Yes. In fact, the most unpopular political decision to take in Nigeria is to stand with Nnamdi Kanu. So if you want to win election, you know who to stand with, which is the federal government. Yes. But I'm not doing this to win election. I'm doing it for the freedom of our people everywhere we might find ourselves. And I believe that if Nigeria is going to become one, it has to be on the basis of justice. You cannot be suppressing a section just as the right to flourish and think that you can go home to rest. And you have seen it now. Even those people who never believed Nnamdi Kanu a few years ago, They have seen it with what the Fulani herdsmen are doing, killing hundreds of people. They are doing it also in the southeast. They've killed in Ebonyi. They've killed in Enugu. They are killing in Edo. They are killing in Kogi. They are killing people across the country. Imo, yes, there was some killing. So this was what Nnamdi Kanu told you as a prophet. But he has always told me, when I met him in New York, that he's not a prophet. He's just saying the reality of what the Nigerian project is all about. That it was a fake project put together and it can never materialize until there's justice. And this is what we keep advising them. The interesting thing was that there was even a time in 2019 that they charged me secretly with him. I filed a charge here that I connived with him to kill some policemen. So the case never came to trial, and it will never be. So we can't wait to see Nnamdi Kanu rejoin all of us. And I'm very certain that that will happen. It's just a matter of time. And it doesn't matter how long they do their case, which I never believed in. It has come to a situation where everybody has come to the understanding that there was no case. And
when Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was screaming
by blocking everywhere, now they are tired, they can't even block half of the road because you cannot stop an idea who's turning up. And this is what we have won them. And I'm glad that they are reaching the dead end that we have predicted. The dead end is that there will be a no case submission. In fact, I would have an issue with the lawyers if I were to be involved because there's no need to even file a no case submission in a case that never existed in the first place. But you have to do your own legal work. And let me use this opportunity to also appreciate all the lawyers and all the people who have stood in solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu. I said it that if I'm the last person that will stand with him, I'll stand with him. And mine is not political. Yes. In fact, the most unpopular political decision to take in Nigeria is
it's unfortunate that people are just waking up from their slumber. When Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was screaming at the topest of his voice, telling you that Fulanis are coming, Fulanis are coming, most of Nigerians were playing. They were joking. They thought that he was just backing. Now what is happening? Mazin Nnamdi Kanu told all of you that very soon Nigeria will be worse than Somalia. What is happening today? Imagine that children are being roasted like barbecue. Imagine. Imagine what these Fulani people are doing. What I'm saying is this: Fulanis have declared war against Nigerians. Nigerians, you must defend yourself. Defend yourself and defend your family. Only a coward will sit down and fold his hand while they unalive his family. Wise people defend their family with their last blood. If you have money to buy Nkala, you buy and keep. If you have money to buy knife, you buy and divide to your family members. Everybody must defend himself. The Nigerian government is ready to unalive everybody. They don't care about you. Their mission is to wipe out all Nigerians. They say that to the population is too much. They say that your population is too much and Bill Gates is behind all this rubbish. The insecurity going on today, these Fulani, some people are sponsoring them. Have you ever thought about who are the people sponsoring these Fulanis? Yeah? Their agenda is to minimize the population, and we know these things. So what I'm saying is this: everybody should defend their family. What happened in Benue State is just the beginning. It's just the tip of the iceberg. They are coming. They are coming. Defend yourself, defend your family. Fulanis are not joking. They are not joking around.
Let me pause it there because I know some of you maybe have watched this guy and his message. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, like I said, is a political prisoner. And some of you can agree with me on that because everything he said, what he did that many people are calling for his head, is not an offense. Self-defense, everybody knows that it's not an offense, it's not a crime. Mazin called for self-defense. He have never for once said Igbo people or Biafrans should move to another territory to attack anybody. Do you know that they are trying to link what happened in the NSAS to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? They are working hard to link it. The reason is because they understand that they have nothing to nail him, to pin him down, apart from that. With that kind of conversation, with that kind of idea, you know, somehow people will, you know, we see them, see what they're doing as to justify their action. But everybody know that there's nothing. Mazi Kanu did not even have any iota of order or command in during the time of that exercise. This happened in Lagos and other places. It started in Lagos and like Abuja and other places. And Mazi Kanu did not call any group or mobilize any group. He was trying to encourage them to do that revolution to free themselves. But do you know that they're not trying to link it? Because they have laid hand on everything. From buying police or burning police to some people say kidnapping. From that they said transmitter. From transmitter they said that he's utterances. From utterances they said that now he's encouraging buying of police. You know, nothing they have not tried to link to him. And as a Igbo person of Biafran, you can see what Mazi Kanu is going through. Then within ourselves, you see people trying to also do the same thing, you know, like encouraging people, other people to hold our own people down. And I will tell you what I mean by that. You see the utterances of some of our brothers who claim that they know how to, you know, get Biafra. In fact, Mazi PM is with them, like what is going on now in current movement. The fall back people trying their best to link everything as if they are the one in charge of everything. By so doing, they choose to call the Biafra's names terrorists, kidnappers, and they are saying those things without any evidence, no proof. And that's the problem, because if actually they have anything to hold on, it would have been different. Like you may say, okay, maybe that's sense of what they're saying. But here, you know what Mazi Kanu is going through, and you can tell that they're just trying to force those things on him for them to have a reason to do all the nonsense they want to do, you know, with him. Because Nigeria is a place whereby people don't believe in court judgment. They believe in contact and you know, knowing people like that, contact, who you know, determine how you live. If you have a guy at top, is that a top on top? I don't know how they use that. If you have a guy somewhere, the guy will be your savior, your messiah. If you don't have, you are just like a prey. They will consume at anytime they want. Even this evening, why is still calling Biafrans terrorists? After meeting the PM, the question is: so PM is in support of you calling people terrorists? You know, we discussed about this, and I don't know why some people are not still. You don't want to get it. You still believe that what Mazi Kanu is going there, yeah, following the rule of law. There's nothing like rule of law. Nigerian news media was like the one that what is the name of this country? The one they called Danny Freeze. Every now and then celebrating Simon Ekpa. Oh, he's going to jail. They're going to repatriate. Even Deji that you played, you know, Jide or whatever he called himself, that you played his video a few days ago, was busy bragging about that the chief of the same defense staff, and you know, calling names, all these political names, and the you know, this title, as if they are the one dictating how Finland will run their country. Even as a few days ago, they were still bragging that PM they are going to use the next available flight to send it to them. The same thing they did to Amaka. This to tell you that all this thing going on is not as if it's peculiar to one person. Anybody can be a victim. But the time you realize that maintaining your stand and standing on the truth without looking back is better. The brand that Amaka is already in next available flight. The next available flight is she will land in Lagos. The same thing that PM is that they will just throw him in next available flight. That he will land in Lagos. And there will now persecution will start because to hang the Igbo people, Igbo person. Now they're hungry the more. That is just a fact. But as God may have it, Master Namodekane is still alive and he will come back safe without anything happening to him, without nothing. The same thing with the PM. Despite all the nonsense people trying to gather information and claim what they're not. Some of us, if not that social media is here, many of us would have developed high BP because we want to listen to Al Jazeera, TVC News, AIT News. What is the name of the one that Ruben Abat is where that one dishes his own propaganda and bigotry as a Yoruba man, not a real, you don't real, not a real Dudua as a Fonja. Ruben Abati. Oh, someone that I don't know if I still have that this man video. Do I still have it here? Deji. Making all manner of nonsensical comments, trying to pretend that he's wise, that he's smart, whereas he's not. No, he's not here anymore. I have worked it out, I believe. He's not here anymore. But you understand what I'm talking about? If you listen to that man, you will think that PM is finished. Everything is done. Everything is over. It is over. But not as if they don't know, they know. But out of their own craziness, like because this is why it's such a behavior today. She's not just developing. Maybe it's from where she live or how she grew up in Nigeria. Because Nigeria, you can see a journalist, somebody who claimed that he or she not even claimed that he's working in a radio station that's supposed to be very good in researching. Instead of them to calm down and do findings and even challenge their government to step up and do the right thing, to avoid bringing shame, they are the one bringing shame not only to the station, to the entire government. Because how can you say you're educated, you have experience in broadcasting, you are working so corporation, you have been in the Nigerian telecommunication and blah blah blah. You have delivered, you have anchored news platforms so years, you experience, you have traveled to when if you pay attention to read Nigerian, some of these Nigerian profile, like their biography, you will think, wow, you have genius here. Like in Kiru, go and read in Kiru biography. That she studied in the University of in the University of University in Anambra State, and she studied the Bachelor of whatever law in University of Abuja. University of Abuja, it just the market even the Hanover go to go admission. University of Abuja and they get admission. You don't buy admission. It's a matter of how much you have. University in Hausa land. Cock I got a bachelor degree in Iowa, bachelor degree in law. What law school in Abuja. I was because she's the one that made me to try to preview her profile because she keep on saying that she's a lawyer, that bongo lawyer. Now not in abroad. I don't want to insult anybody profession, but some of us somehow always want to put word in our mouths. Oh God. A lawyer that cannot practice that law in abroad. Where if you're proud of your profession as a lawyer, bongo lawyer, why don't you just use your certificate, bongo certificate, and start practicing in abroad where you are? Apart from affidavits, what can you do? Apart from say I in Kiru for apart from affidavits, what can you do? But you want to teach us Montevideo Convention. If not that PM mentioned that. If not that PM mentioned that, do you know, as a lawyer, do you know that? But you were busy telling us that how PM was being paid by Bongolians. Eh? Check that bell. Ndị a na-abụ ịgbago landlord a na-amacha rapa na ndị alụchara ụlọ 1980s jilata ogologo tupu na bench na command ndị bi na ya bịa nwatakịrị awụ na mmiri na gọta ebe a bịa madam akwakwa ọgwụ ịsaka na next week. I cannot imagine. I just imagine Nkiru with carton color this fire and the lawyer name. Bulia with a basket why the lawyer name. As a you know lawyer in charge of this compound. In the compound said he can go and buy everywhere. Oh, because he managed to. But man, you want to teach us what is law? You want to teach us what is law? Montevideo Convention, you know, you have to. That briggy is just like a new mini bus with a 4 leg. That the air condition is very, you know, very, very, very on. If you enter, you enter. It's very cool, you know, with the curtain and everything. Sometimes there's some food even in that bus. But and heading to where they call the USB briggy. You know, from briggy you go to US. That you cannot do anything with that. Just declare it and run away. Then you defend it. Yes, the reason why you have to declare it and run away because if you defend it without declaring it, what will happen? PM know the template. Ebere mere na gara school atọ Monday na akụkụ. A ga-eji gị shie ofe egusi shie ofe nsara. Gwakwa gị nọwa ya na gị desa ahụ n'udo dị na ịnọ mma na wọrọ defending. Sometimes when you hear this word, a lawyer, not a lawyer. If not that, I have seen how charge and bail lawyer work. I have seen Egusi get a hacker transfer. Buru that law file, law certificate, no go to bed. Characters and work and that. And they will tell you my learned colleague. Imoto sa no mobile terminology in the large and after. Teacher man. He must go get aga na police station nearby police na ndị na-ewepu mpanaka a na-adịsa mpanaka na tebụl na aban instead of this if you are driving close to police station ị na-afụ mpanaka na-ewu ọkụ na-eme ọkụ ụta n'akụkụ na bongo na-enwe mpanaka adịsa mpanaka atọ bụ taya abọn, you know that kind of thing with 2x2 a ga-ezụta were achara tụọ n'elu ya ọ kwara police station ka na-agwa gị ha then ị na-ebuta ndị abụla ya dịchara ebe a ka a na-agị bi report case. Oh, well, somebody this Facebook face you company Hana manager. Equal rent has gone time. I thought was like 500 naira. Came matter how corrupt. And then I lay back and up level in Kiro. Man, I had to on the hide an IPOB. At Bopongo, Deka, lady boy. Bopong and I know you have Bricky is like a very big mini boss. That boss who na speed. You know, just okay. This is boss. Who is the driver? That na Montevideo Convention. That no, you guys are. They will start calling you illiterate. That you don't know. What do you know? What do you know? But you since you know, yes, I don't know, and you know, right? You graduated as a lawyer. Where are you serving? I was thinking, you have been midwife. I thought you were a lawyer. Midwife. What are you meeting in the? Because in abroad you don't do quacker lawyer. You don't. Open up Bogune work steady. Like some other third world country named of Makara Bongo. Omanga abroad because all Ghana na Bongo ne promote corruption. In work on a company, no hand illegal company on a manage in work about or charge like 1,500. That's all I don't know about now. A big price. All I needed the money. On a bambana from henceforth, now this compound, everybody you must sweep the compound and sweep outside the compound. Otherwise, once it's 8, you close the door. Okay, Chiku, you give me a report, anything, give me a report, come to my face. Okay, I say, okay, sir. Because no lawyer. Oh, they never proposed to do no, I will call my lawyer, But then look at their number, phone number, they can do to Kira. Also, okay, hold on, I'm coming. Enough to look at heavy shoe. Look at heavy shoe and about as of go one side of bed, they can get Sabinos. Also, see where is the person? How these lawyers can know the level and working. If they want to drag somebody and the company and what they normally do, they will draft a letter they'll use their hand and walk to that compound and submit that letter. You know, see me in the office. Then you will be like, okay, what is the essence of the what is the essence of the letter? That letter is for intimidation, not because you letter lawyer or show mobile for Cabra Ghana in a good lawyer hit the Jugan back and in. But if you know them, gacho somebody will hire lawyer like lawyer Ray one in na brought them better. Ray lawyer we get need to case and I get na that do business. Wole chambia make sure stamp chambia na sit draft all the letter swear we get the lawyer where that na you like to if na lawyer na someone lawyer na another chamber. Was okay. Oh, so you report me to you want to show me that you have contact. Okay, don't worry, I will see you. I will see you. Okay, but take it for some days. Next thing, also have a court to pack out. You can go down another court to the document. But where am I right? No, right. You know, say no. But glory be to God. The Biafran movement have actually helped our people somehow, and I will tell you why. Do you know that since after the case of when Mazangana sacked Ejiofor is non-free. Obusena get take it out of an Anglican church. And after the Nabas club in Buzi, and I want to Buzi wine. Elise go all these years. Long may he continue Ghana wagon. You know, and then the lawyer because they are cashing out. And I go monthly. Every court citizen under there. Even they got public to time of that for now because it go $1,000 or $10,000 before you can with the 10,000, 100, then you can with the 50, 20. Before my name, nobody will come out and feel the pain. Egora. Atokotala where Judea gone with the Mazi before they work in the Western country, they must study there for at least 3 years. Oh, that's why she quickly rushed to midwife. Okay, let me see if I can, because some of you may be doubting what I'm saying. These are people teaching you. Okay, can I have actually create a department for people like in Kiru that where they can work and help Biafrans to teaching them about law and literacy according to her literacy. Give me for this because I don't follow her. How will I see this woman now? There are a lot of Nkiru here. So many Nkiru here. So let me just be scanning through and see if I don't follow her, to be honest with you. That's why sometimes it's good to follow these people so that it will be easy for you to get what you want to get without wasting much time. But on her brag, no, a lawyer. No, she's a lawyer. She's a lawyer. Remember that these are graduates of Nigerian university. Even if you don't want to, even if you let's assume that it's somehow okay. Let me check Sonakbarawa. Sonakbarawa may the platform may bring it for me now because I'm going too far. Madam Nkiru. The only woman na negotiate about auto proud of the deal because na Zuma rock on the about let's continue. Then I see you. Then again, I'm name. Cut on my lawyers. Yeah, exactly. Nah. Cut on. No, those lawyers now. Fabian a bad part. Ma. Okay, lawyer. Otu go the chogo that go on the compound dog and I'm not about lawyer na botaba. Otu. Now we're going to tabanka. Hey, kebi go tabanka na no chalacha. Kebi go ya. Okwa lawyer. Hey, other kafanamia. I've seen that. Now wait, hold on. Let me because so that it will not be as if I'm the one that maybe I'm quoting her somehow or wrongly. Let me see if I can save it and bring it forward on the screen. That will help a lot so that you will help me see that because these people we need to say it the way it is. And I have a lawyer, a whole lawyer. Okay, we want to argue with our mom in Kiru. Kiru know a lot. And Kiru is a lawyer. She's a until Ben can check the profile. This governor of Bachelor in Law, Namodi Azikiwe University, BL Abuja Law School. Then child care. Okay, can you put I want to know child care professional. The consultant. Okay, child care. It's good though. These are people telling you that oh, it's psychiatric woman. Maybe I will also scan. Maybe I have to check the one PB. So not barawa. Bokwa Mokom Ezoku, according to Sia, when Sia was tearing him apart, Sia is not 2x2 shop corner managing a provide no what year pass of any man. Mahancha Mondina, oh, you are people without honor. But on the camera again, keep on lying and saying no manner of nonsense. Now, let me see if I can bring this lady's Lawyer Nkiru. Okay, let us scan through your profile a bit. But let me just bring it over. Let me download it first. Okay. So I think a moment. I see you, Ezokana official. Ezokana Sons. I see you, my brother. How are you, Zuma Rock? Zuma Rock. And I be an easy Zuma Rock. Oh, in the village, they put the 1, 2, 3 ages in there. Some of them now go mini Zuma Rock in what other country. To they can more village. Either photos of this camera. On a doesn't that body in for sky stuff. If you see, so you'll be looking from here, not from here, from downward, down up. All to come in side. It's a normal if. Now let me bring it up. Why I'm doing this is not about any other thing, but just to prove to you that before you run it on anybody, it's always good for you to check and see if it's worth doing. Now let's watch. Okay, this is in Kiruka. Bachelor of Law, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, BL Abuja Law School, then comma. So this one is she studied here, Bachelor of Law, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, then BL Abuja Law School, comma again. Man can have gonna study go the intimidatory part of her academic life. Then Roosevelt goes to let us make money to sustain your life as a mature woman, a mature lady. Now to take care of your own family, you have to face the reality. This law, all this law in Nnamdi Azikiwe Bachelor of Law, a world certificate that good now, but chair of mature body practical work again, and the next thing is child care. If you go to child care professional, then / consultant maybe one for someone Korean. Consultant on a local consult on a practice one. The only time okay, living in London, you England. Okay, I don't even know that you're in London. I thought you are somewhere in Canada like a USBP. So in London, okay, no wonder I see you because I keep as a funding UK sorry to say that if you're commenting from UK. I don't even know what this is going to do, but I want them. People they might know that UK they 100. 70 na ash. You don't blame them. The country is being built with ash. You understand? Everything from there, from the road to water system or drainage system or everything is like from stolen money now. The only country in the world all good, but how we go to reserve? God.
IDPs in our own very country. These killings have persisted for years. A lot of talks have gone on. Only last year, 500,182 people were displaced. We have 21 IDP camps in Benue. These killings won't stop. Up until this moment, nothing is being done. Why? What is more crazy is the deafening silence from our leaders, the duty bearers, the people who are supposed to speak, the people who are supposed to do something. They are silent. Now we want answers. We want to know what is going on. The government has a duty to protect life and properties. If President Tinubu is overwhelmed by this insecurity in North Central, in Benue, in Plateau, in Taraba, he should step aside. He should resign. They should stop playing politics with human lives. President Tinubu understands what democracy means. We need to stay alive. We want to just live. Right now, we are pleading for our lives. Look at what is happening. Look at the humanitarian situation in the state. Look at how it's affecting economy. Yesterday, I saw people being maltreated, women and children crying by the roadside because they've had to flee from their communities. A woman woke up in this community. Her children, 5 children and mother were lynched. Is that the kind of life we want to live for ourselves? What is the future of the children that are being born? These IDPs over the years have better children who don't know the road to their villages. If this is an existential threat, they are trying to wipe us away from the surface of the earth. This cannot continue to exist. We need answers. If President Tinubu cannot address the insecurity in Nigeria, the insecurity in North Central specifically, he should resign. He should resign. When they give you a job and you fail to do the job, step aside, resign. You resign with honor and dignity. That is what we want. We just want to.
Okay, even you someone said that she should resign.
Have our life. We want
Tinubu cannot resign.
People just want to breathe.
Tinubu cannot resign. You know that. You know that. And somebody says Nkiru should go back to school. She don't need to go back to school. She's okay with what she's already this is a caregiver. What did she even say here? Let me bring her this up again. Is it caregiver or child care? Yeah, that's a caregiver, of course. Nanny work. All have a child care one. Nanny. All nanny. If each you mark a pampas. We also.
IDPs in our own very country. These killings have persisted for years. A lot of talks have gone on. Only last year, 500,182 people were displaced.
Excuse me. I am actually trying to bring up Eunice PB, her own. Then I stumble on Helen Peters. Helen Peters, of course, is something else. She don't put her picture, nothing whatsoever. She just want to hide everything and keep it the way she feel that is okay for her. Do you understand? So let me search for the other ones before. Just a moment.
We have 21 IDP camps in Benue. These killings won't stop. Up until this moment, nothing is being done. Why? What is more crazy is the deafening silence from our leaders, the duty bearers, the people who are supposed to speak, the people who are supposed
lived and died in the ignorance that Ojukwu caused a war. That's what they were writing. Britain helped them to write it. Ojukwu was a rebel, a secessionist, because we had no media. That is why they're paying Facebook billions upon billions of US dollars to stop this truth from coming out. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Gowon is alive, go and ask him. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Ojukwu went and negotiated restructuring with you in Aburi. You came back, Britain told you not to agree because Britain realized that all the component units of Britain knows that if you go back to regionalism, you will have economic growth. The country will do very well. But Britain doesn't want it. That was why they even instigated the Nzogbu, so-called Nzogbu, saying they will bring Awolowo to become the head of state. They knew what was going to happen. They wanted to truncate the economic miracle of Dr. Michael. But what I'm telling you are fast. Go and investigate for yourself. In the East, you had the fastest growing economy in the whole world, over 40% every year. In the West, Awolowo was performing his own miracle as well. Even in the North, Ahmadu and Tafawa Balewa were doing very well. You had all those massive industries in the north. You even had Alamajiris that were employed in the north, meaningfully employed, gainfully employed. They were all doing very well. Britain said no.
They don't even send you. They don't know who is they don't even want to know who is the person there. Members, everybody must defend himself. The Nigerian government is ready to unalive everybody. They don't care about you. Their mission is to wipe out all Nigerians. They say that to the population too much. They say that your population is too much and Bill Gates is behind all this rubbish. The insecurity going on today, these Fulani, some people are sponsoring them. Have you ever thought about who are the people sponsoring these Fulanis? Yeah? Their agenda is to minimize the population, and we know these things. So what I'm saying is this: everybody should defend their family. What happened in Benue State is just the beginning. It's just the tip of the iceberg. They are coming. They are coming. Defend yourself, defend your family. Fulanis are not joking. They are not joking around. They are coming. They don't even send you. They don't know who is. They don't even want to know who is the person there. They started with the Hausas. The Hausas have got the feeling. They have feel the Fulanis. You see, that's why I'm always telling you guys that Islam is not a peaceful religion. They are hiding behind Islam. And these Islam religion leaders, they don't want to fish them out. They are dancing with them, doing this hide and seek game. When I'm telling you guys that religion is part of our problem in Africa, you guys don't believe me. You are seeing it. Imagine in the name, and when they are unaliving people, they are shouting Allahu Akbar. These things are madness. Just imagine, look at what VDM uncovered in Benue State. Small babies being born alive while they are sleeping. These things are so horrific. I don't even want to believe anymore that there is anybody called Allah. I don't want to believe. If there is any Allah, Allah shouldn't be, and this kind of things should be happening. This is worse than sacrilege. If you are welcoming or hiding Fulanis around you, I don't care. It's your business. But I will come here and tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu warned us. He warned us many years ahead that they are coming. They are not done. They are not done with Nigerians. They are still there. They are not done. Their plan is to Islamize Nigeria. Their target is to make everybody, you want it, you don't want it, to become Islam in Nigeria. That's their plan. And if you ask them now, what are the benefits of Islam now that we are living? Zero. Nothing. Islam is of no use. Islam gives you advantage or benefit only when you buy 72 virgins or whatever the virgins are. These are the kind of people we are sharing a country with. You see the reason why 50-something years Igbos have been clamoring to leave Nigeria. We want to leave Nigeria because we don't think that we all are the same. Igbos doesn't see themselves as the same with this kind of people because we don't live like animals. No, we don't live like animals. Neither we sleep with animals.
Let me allow our mommy Ojugo to unmute her mic. I will still bring, the court update, the summary of what happened, in the court from the Mazam Kano's lawyer. But before then, let us hear from our mommy. You can unmute yourself, ma.
Okay, Mr. Kai. Good evening from here.
Good evening to you, ma.
Yeah, I went to DPM as a handle, and
Is it about the message, the audio?
There was?
The conversation between Elias and the Dabiri?
Yes, yes.
I have it already.
Yes, and
tomorrow.
Okay, so it's just it's all positive everywhere, Those who want to see things negatively, they can continue to see it negatively. And if they want to turn things upside down, maybe that's how they live their life, because sometimes it's what you eyes what to portray outside, you know. Sometimes also the how somebody grew up and things that happen in somebody's life as it's growing up also help to form the person. So sometimes when we come across people like that, we need to have mercy on them, you know that they are not properly formed, so they need help. They need help. And they don't know that they need help. That's just the worst part of it, you know. You can imagine somebody that enter an aircraft for a distant journey. You don't even know if you're going to land, or if it's gonna be the end of the person. And then all that you hear, your purpose is just to go and find things that you will use to come back and play saga. That's why you paid all the money, your time. It's just for them, you know. Carry camera, following somebody that doesn't even notice you, that doesn't even care about you, following the person around. It just I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you just don't understand why people are behaving that way. But like I said, people are formed differently, and things that happen in the people's life also help to forming them. You know. So when you come to those who, this Biafra thing, part of what we do push a lot of people away.
Not there's a noise from your background. I don't know if it's TV or radio, something like that.
Okay, let me step out. Yeah, I am in one office, and the people just walked in and they're talking. So let me
Okay.
step outside. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay. So when you see things like that, you know, you go to school, you live in Europe, we expect some kind of change, some kind of understanding. No, it's not happening. It's just same old, same old. You know, if you go to school in Nigeria, trust me, you need to, when you have opportunity to travel, just go back to school. It's good you go back to school. We all know that there is no school there. If you have money, you can be a professor. The important thing is just to have money. You can be a professor. I
Of
schooled
course.
there. I went to school there, and I know what it is to be in Nigerian university. As soon as I stepped my feet in United States of America, I went back to school. I enrolled myself back to school because it's good to tell yourself the truth. You know, this Biafra thing, we are all trying to get our freedom. You know, people are taking advantage of it, insulting people, coming out because we all don't sit together and say who is who and who knows who, and then insult everywhere, insulting people, you know. And these are some of the things that drag people away. People think that people are not serious. People are not serious. Really, that we are serious. That's why I like this particular government that we have right now, making sure that people are properly screened. Properly screened. Things are very quiet and very professional. you know, you might not academically, you know, but like, you know, but I don't know. When Uche, eh? Sometimes there are things I see, you'll be asking, you know, from which planet does this people coming up from? But like one instruction first, I'm happy that progress analyst is following her up, like really bomber to bomber. I am so happy that she bought her over and following her bomber to bomber. She and Kiana Ora Finland, you know, jumping from one place to another, one place to another, one place. You see what I'm saying? The way somebody is formed, you cannot stay one place. You cannot. It's from one bed to another bed, one man to another man. You know, all these things. It forms people's life. You cannot be steady. You cannot be steady. So when they are behaving that way, have mercy on them, because they don't know what it is to put their legs on one place and shut the door. They don't understand it. It becomes boring for them. So they have to jump. Now, Vam brought out her and what's his name? Okay, Kiri. Now it's her now and Vam eh? Running to Finland, coming back, going there for nothing, absolutely nothing. Because when you go to a journal like this, we are expecting you to talk to Biafrans positively, like a matured person. This is what it is. It's not an opportunity to go there to play saga. Look at this man. Why is he talking to Biafra in Ezai or whatever they call themselves? You don't even belong to that Biafra in Ezai either. Eh? Just nuisance. Guy, please. What do you think Simon is gonna do in this situation? Because I don't even understand what that man is gonna do with all these hooligans. I don't know. This is way too much.
I think he will play. I think he will play. He will be neutral in terms of he will first of all trying to understand everything. But I listened to Sia trying to, you know, even he said it in one of his videos that that PM is watching everything. PM is monitoring everything. That PM was able to refer, you know, I think something like Sky News, something like that in the court. Therefore, that simply means that PM have access to news and he watch everything. So I don't understand where he got that information from, but that's not the issue. The issue is that normally PM will like to make peace with everybody.
No. This one past peace, please.
No, I know.
You know what that those people have really done in this thing? Do you know
PM,
what these people have really done to this? Oh my
PM,
God.
I know, but what you know, PM may not know that. Because you watch all those PM, it will take PM time to know what's happened. So what the shocking part is that these people know what the do and don't of PM. They know. Okay, you know, this woman is just like somebody who pied you know, somebody's parent and decided to dress up and come for the parent, the burial of her friend parent, because she dressed up and traveled to Finland to hug PM and knowing fully well that everything that PM hates, she have done that. PM I have not seen PM I have not seen anybody that PM pardoned for talking to men on ground. PM don't pardon that, and in fact, don't worry. Let's not go there because I don't want this video to go there. There's something.
No, I understand, but if look at Uche, that she herself even open mouth that PM is calling Uche, and now she just carry an allegation on Uche. Pam. It's crazy. Okay, just go on, my dear, go on.
She carried the allegation on Uche because that is what she do. She always want to have you know, if one thing about her is that if you want to be gentle, she think that you are weak. If you want to be respectful, she think that you are stupid. But if you want, you know, that she's just like what they normally say, that if you want peace, prepare for war. So if you want to be exempted from her nonsense, go hard on her. She will let you be. You understand? Anyway, let us listen. Madam Origin is here with us. Let's hear from you before we play this video of a PM lawyer, Martin Ogano lawyer. Sorry.
Oh, you want to play the video?
Yes. You want me to play it before you comment, or you want to comment before the video?
Okay, let me comment. I just want to say something quickly. Good evening, everybody. We are here for the long run. It's looking like this is gonna be a marathon. And everybody, people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been on this journey for, I think he started, is it 2011 or 12? But it's over 10 years. And he's been on this, not because he was looking for a job or he was looking for something to do, but there was a clarion call for a people that their lives are in danger. And I believe strongly in my heart that God called him for this job.
Please, excuse me, ma. I don't know. Are you rushing, or you are still here with us?
Yeah, I'm going somewhere after this.
Okay. And Madam Ojugo, are you willing to handle the platform, because I wanted to check on something.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay, so he's been here, and he has been betrayed several times, and he has gone through a lot. And Mazin, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is going through some things. And when you look at these two people, they are not there. There has been some people that cashed out, that gave up, that have seen that they can't go on. But these two have continued. They have continued to push. So that is what gives me the strength every day. I say we need to. Something that Maze, because when I got to know about what is going on, I am not someone, I'm not a pushover. I don't just take people. Someone was criticizing Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, cursing, and I'm like, who is this? What? Because I know anybody, Nigeria government is, the media is talking about that person. I do research myself. I want to know, because I know they lie a lot. In fact, the number one thing they lie, Satan is better than them.
Lie.
Nigeria
Yes.
government lies. It's unbelievable. If they say if Nigeria government
because the foundation, the foundation is built on lies. So what do you expect?
Yes. And so you find out that a lot of people, the gullible ones, the ones that don't care, I think to some extent, they see it as a system. They jump into the system. They are doing what the system beats them to do. That is where this woman is operating from. So whenever I see her, I see them as Nigeria. I see them as the place I'm running away from. I see them as something I rejected. I see them as, the reason why I must work hard to see if we can deliver our people. There is something that, sure, as you are looking at him, one of the things he said was, if you want to help or salvage a person or a group or Nigerians, you use one hand to fight the oppressor and use the other hand to fight or prevent the Nigeria people from even buying you. This is what we are into. The few miscreants that have really drink the water of Nigeria, they don't even see that. The worst part of it is that they don't even see they are committing evil. They don't see it that way. That is where the problem is. They say when a heart turns evil, rational thinking is the number one thing that fly out of the window. Common sense flies out of the window. In fact, I think what they give in exchange is their brain. Their brains are frozen out. So how can you deal with someone like that? How can you want that person to make sense? All you have to do is the same, what's our one. That's why it look like it's like a part of a job, because I have to come here to encourage this wonderful. It's a very stressful thing to do, to talk to someone that they are not going to change. Is what is the hardest thing to do. But what are you going to do? Will you allow them to continue to railroad things, to destroy structures? It is very easy to destroy. That is the thing. But it is difficult to build. Look at this wonderful woman of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. I live in America. I know what it takes. I know that woman is a very busy woman. And she is doing all this. And someone that as they're eating, some are coming out from the two sides of their mouth. They don't care. They don't know. They have no clue what integrity is. In fact, if you call integrity to them, they won't even understand what it is. And how do you manage people like that? So I am like, and I think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu understood that very well. That was why one of the things he was doing was to educate. He teach, he comes out and he keeps pouring. And they were not listening, even up till now. Personally, like I said, I saw people that were following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in those days. I don't even know what anybody, because I had my busy life. Right now, those of them that said they were following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't think they have had one full 20 minutes listening to what he said. I don't think they understood what this man is after. I don't know if they have a clue the ideology of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All they know is that's meeting, that's meeting Omona mentality. That's what they are.
Yes.
And it's not gonna help. They will scatter. Once you don't bring the money to share, they will look for a way to create problem. That is what the problem is. And I keep encouraging everybody, please, if you have a brain in your head and you still have your common sense and you still have your rational thinking, don't let these people, run you out. This Biafra needs to be established. We need a country of our own, because what we have right now is life-threatening. Nobody should live inside. Nobody should live inside a country called Nigeria. Another thing, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Okay, yes.
Go ahead.
Another thing Shawore said, he said that the Nigeria system, the Nigeria that was concocted, it has hatred of Igbo, hatred of Biafra in their blood. The system was made just to crush the spirit of Biafra, which is a progressive spirit, which is a spirit of peace, which is spirit that calls Abba Father. Let me say this again: a spirit that we are Umuchuku. We are. That is what we are. We own it. We call ourselves children of God. If you look at our names, it has everything to do with God. And the system that they put in place is a system that that identifies Umuchuku as enemy. In fact, the system, if you call God your father, it is a sacrilege.
You're right.
If you think I'm joking, there is a book I read when I was young, when I was in, is it secondary school or post-secondary school? It's called I Dared to Call Him Father. That book opened my eyes. That book made me know that whatever this system is, what it does is, the whole plan is to remove you from who you are. It is just like, if you want to answer a slave, I know my source. I know who I am. So when you bring a system that makes it that, God is no longer my father, then that is taking away my inheritance automatically. That is why they change your name. They change your last name. The first thing they change is your last name. And you lose who you were. So it is important that we get out of it. That's why I love this constitution. By the way, if you're under the sound of my voice, I don't know if it is on sale now at $50. Better go and grab your own.
Really?
One. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I went to Amazon yesterday, so maybe for Father's Day they reduce it to $50. It's on sale.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll check it out. I'll check it out tomorrow when I get to the office.
Yeah, you just grab it before it goes back to the normal price. So that's constitution. I will hold it tight.
Are they running promo or what?
I guess so, because I know it still has $100, but it looked like a promo. It will go back to $100.
Maybe because of Father's Day.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think as much.
I saw it yesterday, so I just grabbed one quickly before. I already have one myself when I went for the inauguration of USB, the embassy. So I got myself a second one. All right, I leave you all. Yes, we keep pushing, we keep educating. We are not going to be frustrated. In fact, I got myself a badge for insult absorption. It's like a little coat to absorb insult. If they like, let them cause themselves from now to thy kingdom come. A defiled mouth is defiled mouth. It cannot do a child of God anything. All right, you all continue to push. We are pushing to light. We are not giving up. We already have a nation. We have a nation to build. We have a nation to support. We have a nation to protect. And we have wonderful people that are doing the due diligence, and we are here to support them. God bless you all.
God bless you too. Thank you so much. Thank you, Madam Origin. God bless you. So let us, Madam Ojugo, you want to say something, or should I play the video?
No, please play the video.
Okay.
With their last witness, PW, 19th of June 2025, we are happy to announce to the world that the prosecution has finally closed their case today with their last witness, PW5, known as EEE. He came and tendered reports of the NSAS, and in the course of the reporting, he alleged that it was the statements made by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that instigated the damages during the NSAS. And he was subjected to a thorough cross-examination by the defense team under Mazi Bazu. And as God will have it, we are happy to announce to you that so many things went wrong with his report, including the fact that not even the signature of the chairman or the name of the chairman or the secretary of the report of the committee he claimed to represent was found in the entire report. We are happy to announce to all of us of freedom that the matter has been adjourned to the 18th of July 2025 for a no case submission. In other words, to tell the court and to show to the court that the prosecution merely wasted 10 years of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's life by arresting and detaining him for no just cause. So we are happy. We have very short time within which to work. We are going to utilize that very short time and make sure we deliver on our mandate. And our mandate is to provide sufficient defense for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you and God bless.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Well, I am very excited to be here as always, even though, as usual, the DSS prevented me from entering the courtroom. But I'm a living witness to history. The first time Mazi was abducted from Kenya and brought here, I was in court to warn them that, in fact, I was one of the few people that came here as soon as they did their kangaroo arrangement, that this case is not going anywhere, and that there's no way, it doesn't matter how long it takes, it's going to end up the way it started, as nothing, and it will end up as nothing, because there's nothing that can stand up on nothing. The foundation of this was malice. It was a suppression of a section of Nigerian people and a violation of the fundamental right of a Nigerian British citizen who was abducted from another country, brought here without due process and detained indefinitely, even presented from having open and fair trial, which we have seen all over the time. As a matter of fact, today we already had an altercation with the DSS, preventing people from moving around here. But you know, they started by blocking everywhere. Now they are tired, they can't even block half of the road because you cannot stop an idea whose time is coming. And this is what won them. And I'm glad that they are reaching the dead end that were predicted. The dead end is that there will be a no case submission. In fact, I would have an issue with the lawyers if I were to be involved, because there's no need to even file a no case submission in the case that never existed in the first place. But you have to do your own legal work. And let me use this opportunity to also appreciate all the lawyers and all the people who have stood in solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu. I've said it that if I'm the last person that will stand with him, I will stand with him. And mine is not political. In fact, the most unpopular political decision to take in Nigeria is to stand with Nnamdi Kanu. So if you want to win election, you know who to stand with, which is the federal government. But I'm not doing this to win election. I'm doing it for the freedom of our people everywhere we might find ourselves. And I believe that if Nigeria is going to become one, it has to be on the basis of justice. We cannot be suppressing a section just as the rest will flourish and think that you can go home to rest. And you have seen it now. Even those people who never believed Nnamdi Kanu a few years ago, they have seen it with what the Fulani herdsmen are doing, killing hundreds of people. They are doing it also in the southeast. They killed in Ebonyi, they killed in Enugu, they are killing in Edo, they are killing in Kogi, they are killing people across the country. Imo, yes, there was some killing. So this was what Nnamdi Kanu told you as a prophet. But he has always told me, when I met him in New York, that he's not a prophet. He's just saying the reality of what the Nigerian project is all about. That it was a fake project put together and it can never materialize until there is justice. And this is what we keep advising them. The interesting thing was that there was even a time in 2019 that they charged me secretly with him. I filed a charge here that I connived with him to kill some policemen. So the case never came to trial, and it will never be. So we can't wait to see Nnamdi Kanu rejoin all of us.
All right,
and I'm very certain that will happen. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how long they do their case, which I never believed in that.
So I'm happy that everybody is now picking the point. Sure, no matter how you may see him, whatever he represents, at least I love the fact that he always, join Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers to add his own point, to make his own view. Is he a saint? No, but he's far better than those of them that come from our region. Mazi Kanu is their problem. Oh, warmonger, he's a troublemaker. He's the cause of this, the cause of that. Just like that, our brother called yesterday that lectured Williams. even though Mr. William refused to pick the point. He's an Oduduwa person. I said it on air. Proudly Oduduwa person. These are the people that sometimes that make me not to, tag Yoruba people, all of them as bad. Because if you want to be honest, if you want to be truthful, you can see that you can see it. There are some people that are quite okay, like they are sincere, and even though sometimes they will display their, we have it also from our own region. I'm happy to see him here, to be honest with you. And there's something that he said, that even those that refused to believe him in the past, seeing what is going on and around Nigeria today, across Nigeria today, that they're not getting the point. That what Masakana had predicted years ago is not coming to fruition. You are not seeing it. You don't need people to. You don't need to watch listen to his voice anymore. The whole thing is being practicalized already now in Nigeria. Today, Benue is burning. Some people are saying, yeah, it served them well. No matter how you may see it, but the truth is that even you, in your own location today, in your own region, your life is not guaranteed. The safety of your community is not guaranteed. Unless if you choose to do what some communities are doing now in Abia State, in Enugu State, in Ebonyi State, there's some community that is no go area for Fulani. I can assure you that. Not like a harmful own is something else. And until our people begin to pick the point, the only thing that will save all of us not to witness the Benue's experience is one thing: to do everything you can to make sure Makakano comes out and PM come out. Without these two people, we are in for a very big, heavy negative story, which I don't pray that it will get to that point. Do you know that God bless our people that we by now we should be the one supporting Benue to protect their existence, but due to one or two saboteurs, those who want to grab everything, who want to be what God did not make them to be, we find ourselves, going back to square one. That's why when I talk about why you search, I get why. It's not a personal hatred, but having seen what she have done, or having known the kind of person that she is, you cannot have that kind of person around you and expect miracle. Go to Moon and come back, I will tell you the same thing. Bring Simon Ekpa, the front prime minister, into 7. Compile it in one man. As long as what is around you, you cannot. Your safety, your progress is not a guarantee. As ill-educated or as poor as she is academically, she can still do damages, because what if on her, she don't have any other thing than to do bad, or the bad thing. Somebody who can never, a mature woman who can never ever be truthful for once, and she's not training some people. Anyway, let me leave it there. Maybe we are going to close this broadcast as soon as possible, because I think the message that brought me here, I have delivered it, which is the outcome of Muslim Mechanics court update, that it has gotten to the point that the court is now telling Muslim Mechanics legal team to submit no case file, like that we are here for nothing, that kind of thing. That it's just like somebody was busy lamenting and calling your name, come out, and you came out hoping that something new, that something that person want to share with you, without having anything to tell you. You don't have any other thing to do. That is okay. Is that what you are calling me for? So I am here. And here, what? Turn around. There's something at your back. Or you turn around, open your palm. I think you fold your hand. Let us see if you have jackknife or razor blade in your hand. Nothing. So why are you calling me to come out? We thought you have something. You talk like you have something. At the end of the day, you don't have anything. They just want to waste your time. That is why, to me, I feel that compensation will be surplus. Yes, now compensation will be surplus. The way things are going on. Because you cannot tell me that after 10 years of detaining Mazam Kano and all this, activities, what they have done and what they're planning to do, delay him, put him somewhere, hijack him and do this and do that, is funny. It's quite funny. But hopefully, by 18th of this month, or sorry, next month, everything will turn out to be the final, bust up. Everything will be okay, and they will release him. And PM, of course, because these are the releasing them is not to attack any people, but it will go a long way to save life and properties in our land. Because then the sense of our sense will come back normal. Cast your mind back on why you such activities on social media when PM is here. Do you know the kind of broadcast that she normally do? She always puts hand in her jaw. With joint broadcast, she can't even broadcast anything on her own because she was being restricted from attacking and going wide on Biafrans. Immediately PM go in for questioning. Then she have a lot of content in her hands immediately, automatically. And what are those content you may ask? Picking on somebody, drag that person down, turn the person upside down, drop the person and pick another one. That is her own journalism. And that brings me to her recent comment on Uche. You see, no matter how you see Uche, no matter what Uche represents to you, the fact remains that Uche is not a violent person. We all can agree to that. We all can agree to that. But why is she using Uche as a scapegoat? Because like I told you, randomly she will pick somebody and tear the person apart. Anyway, let's complete this our brother's message before another thing.
These things are insane. And most of Nigerians were playing. They were joking. They thought that it was just backing. Now what is happening? Martin Nandikanu told all of you that very soon Nigeria will be worse than Somalia. What is happening today? Imagine that children are being roasted like barbecue. Imagine what these Fulani people are doing. What I'm saying is this: Fulanis have declared war against Nigerians. Nigerians, you must defend yourself. Defend yourself and defend your family. Only a coward will sit down and fold his hand while they unalive his family. Wise people defend their family with their life.
I don't know if you have noticed that immediately after Waisocha argues and criticized US for calling their friends to defend themselves, immediately after she criticized, she made that comment trying to talk down on US as if she said something unheard of. Do you know how many people have come out and called for not Biafrans, for everybody to learn how to defend yourself? It's time for you to defend yourself. Many people have come out and make that statement. That the only way to do that, to go now, is to defend yourself. Even now, Nigeria searching for their independence. They said that they're free nation, right? But do you know that many people within Nigeria are calling Nigerian citizens? It is time for you to defend yourself. Even yesterday, I played a video of a soldier. In fact, I'm going to play it after the video. Telling people to defend themselves. Maybe we're going to touch it because yesterday the people that joined us, people were so many, and because of William joined us to argue about Briggy and fall back and all that, and make everything go somehow. We weren't able to touch or to analyze what we're supposed to analyze, but maybe I'm gonna grab this opportunity and put it out there so that people, those that are gonna watch it later or those that are watching now, we currently have 107 people watching live, this later broadcast, and I appreciate all of you that joined me this later one. Please do your best and by supporting us, not in any other way, but by liking the video. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. We have people at this hour watching, and what we can tell you is that we are not here to promote anything live, but to tell you the way it is. And some of you, they fall back, that always want to interrupt any of my broadcasts. Now you can see we have a very free time, isn't it? The room is empty, waiting for you to come in to bring it on so that we can hear from you. Now, let me allow the video to play because I would like to look for that Nigerian Army video and where he talked about self-defense. Even though you have army, you see it's self-defense. Do you know why in abroad, like when I say abroad, in America or maybe other countries, that they legalize bearing arms? It's for self-defense. But somebody who lives in France, out of nowhere, is trying to use that as a yardstick to measure how good CS is in leadership and all that. Funny people everywhere. Very, very funny. We have Eze. Eze, are you willing to speak or should I continue? Unmute your mic. I think this is our brother. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Brother, greetings. Good evening from here.
Good evening from here. Please, can you go close to your mic so that we can be able to hear you very well without struggling?
Yeah, can you hear me right now?
We can hear you. We can hear you right on.
Yeah, I just came in yesterday when I wanted to say one or two things, and it happened that you're almost closing your broadcast. So I just came in right now, then just listening to what you are just trying to say. So I'm just listening. Go on. I'm listening because why I just love your platform. You give everybody free time to talk, to air out their malice. It's one of all those things. It's not much that we must believe in one thing or agree in one thing, but we can argue to learn. You understand? So
that is it.
I'm just listening. I'm listening.
That is it. So okay, I understand. You say you just joined us, right?
Yes, I just came in. I'm so I just came in. Yeah.
No problem. What we are discussing here, we are talking about the outcome of maximum court case, and we're trying to link it to what we're supposed to do and which we are not doing, and the reason why some of us are doing what we are doing, and some of us who claim they care about us, they don't care about us. Like we're emphasizing on why he's such in France. You know who is why he's such in France? Maybe you have it.
Yeah, I know.
So we're trying to, because I said it earlier, whether you like it or not, she's not good for the camp. She's not good for Czech Republic. Neither is she good for USB. She's just a parasite to anybody. If you see her in your group, begin to think twice because she's ready to do and don't do. All right. So, but without wasting much of time, let's complete the message from this our brother. Then we'll come back to the issue. Okay.
Blood.
All right.
If you have money to buy in color, you buy and keep. If you have money to buy knife, you buy and divide to your family members. Everybody must defend himself. The Nigerian government is ready to unalive everybody. They don't care about you. Their mission is to wipe out all Nigerians. They say that to the population too much. They say that your population is too much and Bill Gates is behind all this rubbish. The insecurity going on today, these Fulani, some people are sponsoring them. Have you ever thought about who are the people sponsoring these Fulanis? Yeah? Their agenda is to minimize the population, and we know these things. So what I'm saying is this: everybody should defend their family. What happened in Benue State is just the beginning. It's just the tip of the iceberg. They are coming. They are coming. Defend yourself, defend your family. Fulanis are not joking. They are not joking around. They are coming. They don't even send you. They don't know who is. They don't even want to know who is the person there. They started with the Hausas. The Hausas have got the feeling. They have filled the Fulanis. You see, that's why I'm always telling you guys that Islam is not a peaceful religion. They are hiding behind Islam. And these Islam religion leaders, they don't want to fish them out. They are dancing with them, doing this hide and seek game. When I'm telling you guys that religion is part of our problem in Africa, you guys don't believe me. You are seeing it. Imagine in the name, and when they are unaliving people, they are shouting Allahu Akbar. These things are madness. Just imagine, look at what VDM uncovered in Benue State. Small babies being born alive while they are sleeping. These things are so horrific. I don't even want to believe anymore that there is anybody called Allah. I don't want to believe. If there is any Allah, Allah shouldn't be, and this kind of things should be happening. This is worse than sacrilege. If you are welcoming or hiding Fulanis around you, I don't care. It's your business. But I will come here and tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu warned us. He warned us many years ahead that they are coming. They are not done. They are not done with Nigerians. They are still there. They are not done. Their plan is to Islamize Nigeria. Their target is to make everybody, you want it, you don't want it, to become Islam in Nigeria. That's their plan. And if you ask them now, what are the benefits of Islam now that we are living? Zero. Nothing. Islam is of no use. Islam gives you advantage or benefit only when you buy 72 virgins or whatever the virgins are. These are the kind of people we are sharing a country with. You see the reason why 50-something years Igbos have been clamoring to leave Nigeria. We want to leave Nigeria because we don't think that we all are the same. Igbos doesn't see themselves as the same with this kind of people because we don't live like animals. No, we don't live like animals. Neither we sleep with animals. These things are insane. And the governors, the president, every politician in Nigeria is a member of this genocide going on. Yes, it is a collective genocide going on from all the politicians. They want to unalive us. They don't want us to breathe anymore. So Nigerians, I'm telling you guys should defend your family. Me, as far as I'm concerned, I care only about Igbos. You know.
Now, one thing I love about what is going on, it's not as if seeing people being quiet it gives joy. It doesn't give joy. It's one of the worst things to experience. But one thing I love about the whole thing is that people who refuse to even hear the name Mazonokan, let alone listen to his preaching, are the one telling you, look, oh, this man who said this before. Biafrans are no longer telling you anybody. Mazonokan said it in the past. No. Those doubting Thomases, they are the one now sharing the video, passing it. People content creators can now in Nigeria film themselves and use Mazonokan's video to do reaction, and nobody will knock at their door because it's now, one of the example. Like if you talk, but we know people are now quoting Mazonokan like they're quoting dictionary or Bible. Because if you talk, you say Mazonokan said this is so yeah. That is it. That's what being truthful can do. But liars will open their mouth today and talk. Then next thing, ask them in next 1 hour. They will tell you, did I say that? You see, few weeks ago, thank God that I remember this issue of Progress the Analyst now. Few weeks ago, Progress the Analyst made a video using some old video about Madam Arewa. She said, no, how did she get this video? That no Ngosor of Fulani said to Yawa. No Ngosor of Fulani. She don't know that this is what Progress Analyst went through her account and managed to lay hands on that video. It's in her account. But she don't remember that anymore. Or an attempt to tear somebody apart. She revealed a lot as somebody who pretend in the cabinet member without holding any post, without being an official member, out of pity. But she keep on taping and monitoring the things. She claimed that video was sent to Progress the Analyst by Ngosor Fulani. But the truth is that nobody sent anything to Progress the Analyst. She got it from her platform. But being the fact that she's a liar, she don't remember those things. But today, people are quoting Mazonokan like they're quoting Bible. Because current concern, truth always stand. No matter the heavy, no matter the rain, you cannot wipe it off. That is it. Now, she said in her recent video, why is such a, that Progress the Analyst can never be an Igbo woman. This is the point. Genuine Biafrans will be busy working themselves out, going from place to place, trying to harmonize and build bridge between Igbo-speaking tribe and other tribe, non-Igbo-speaking tribe in Biafra land, trying to let them know that all this ancient history from people who want to destabilize the strength of Igbo by carving them from place to place, that look, oh, this is the agenda. As you are busy working yourself hard, trying to add the value by setting the record straight, making sure that it is the way it's supposed to be. One woman will be somewhere tearing that your effort apart. What do I mean by that? I remember the day they asked PM, why is it that Igbos are the ones sitting at home? That River State and Cross River and all this riverine area, why are they not observing it at home? He said, and I quote, "It will take time to rebuild the destruction, the damages they cause in the minds of those living in those areas. Don't expect them to be like you now," which is true. Do you know that PM tried his best to go down to the grassroots of those areas just to build that bridge, to give them trust, to give them sense of belonging, to prove to them that this Biafra you're talking about is not for Igbo alone. This is the agenda, this is the plan, this is what we stand to gain. The woman is not telling Progress the analyst, thank God you can never be Igbo. If you are from Progress the analyst part, maybe you are from South, or you are from this just name it, non-Igbo speaking Biafrans. After listening to that nonsense that this woman said, what will come to mind? Omo, if you like say this Biafran na Igbo thing, no, they just pretend, that kind of thing. Oh, that statement alone can destroy every effort of PM in the past by spoiling the minds of genuine Biafrans from other tribes in Biafra land, trying to make Igbo as superior and others inferior. Is that the kind of person you want to tell me that it will help you? She's working hard, and you see our Mumu brothers. Hello, Ada, those men cannot contribute anything. They cannot achieve anything. They cannot offer anything, but they keep on adding insult to the injury. Child destructive woman. Anyway, let me allow this Abra to complete the message.
So during the pogrom, when they were unaliving the Igbos left and right, 1966, 67, 68, you guys were all there watching as Nigeria was. No demonstration, no, how do you call it, riot, nothing. You sat down, fold your hands, and Nigeria, Britain, Russia, and Egypt, Arab nation, they were unaliving the Igbos. Please protect yourself at all time and protect your family. That's all the message I have. Benny, I'm with you guys. My
Hello, Kai? Hello?
Yes, I am here. Sorry about that. You should have just taken the mic immediately, Eze or
Kai, my brother. Sorry if I'm interrupting you, but there's something I just want to chip in. You see, I'm talking about progress analysis.
I don't know. Hold on, my brother. I don't know why my volume is very, very down. Is it from my system?
But I can hear you properly, brother.
No, I can't hear you. Your phone is not it's not as loud as it's supposed to be. Can you speak up?
But I'm talking now. You can hear me properly?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, you are back. I can hear you.
All right. Like what you just said right now about Adedo Arama and progress and analyst. You see, let me tell you something, my brother. You see now the same thing. Adedo Arama, you are accusing Adedo Arama is the same thing you are still doing. You know why I say this? You know I am a briggy, right? But I can't come here and address Ngozi Orebeze as in Ngozi Orebeze because this is your platform and you belong to Ngozi. So if we are addressing things, I look at you as somebody who is mature and
Can you repeat? My brother, hold on. Can you repeat it? You said you are for Ogenkere, right?
I'm not for Ogenkere. I'm for Briggy. I'm not for Ogenkere, brother. You understand?
Okay, you are for Briggy. So you said you cannot come where?
Yes. I cannot come to this your platform. And address Ngozi Orebeze as an Orebeze or terrorist or whatever. I can't do that. You understand?
Why?
So if you as a man you want to address on certain things, you are accusing Adedo Arama by calling her one researcher, and you want to justify progress analyst. My brother, if we want to, you are a media man. Since you're a media man, you're supposed to put things straight. I can't. You see the way I am now. I cannot even support Ogenkere, whatever thing he's doing, but I want to do the right thing at the right time. You get me? So when I come here, this is your platform. I start addressing Ngozi or start calling names. I don't think it will help us for what we are doing. So let us use this media. You guys have the voice. You have the platform. To why I'm even coming your platform because you give everybody free time to talk. That's why I love your platform. Not that I can't just insult or talk on. No, but we are not here for that.
I have a question for this man, please.
Okay, let him finish. Let him finish.
No, let her ask her question because that will make me know what one of the things I want to say. Because yesterday, when Mr. Williams was here, a lot of questions was being asked him, but the way he answered some of them, to me, I'm not satisfied anyway. But
before you see the problem. You said something. You said that that I called her why researcher in France. I'm trying to justify progress the analyst. But you are here saying that that you do not you don't belong to Ogenkere, but to you said that I belong to Ngozi. You see? So if you say that I belong to Ngozi, why is it that you cannot accept that you belong to Ogenkere then?
I have a question. To say you don't belong to Ngozi, you belong to a USB. Because we're not talking about individual here. We're not talking about individual. We're talking about the government.
Let us hear from Ojugo.
I have a question. The man that is talking, please. Have you ever gone to Chika Mary Ike platform and asked her why is she calling everybody Biafra USB terrorists? Have you done that, my bros?
Yeah, thank you for your question, my sister. If I'm in Adedo Arama's platform, I will still tell her the same thing I'm saying here. You understand?
Why do you in her platform? Why you belong to where you believe in what she believes in, and then you've not been to her platform to see the harassment she's giving to every Biafran person, calling us terrorists, the same terrorists that Mazin Namdekalo and Simon Ekpa is standing trial. You belong to Briggy, she belongs to Briggy, and you haven't taken time to go to her platform. The first platform that you jump into is a platform of somebody that you know that actually belong to Ngozi according to you. Can you just digest that?
Yes. So if Adedo Arama is calling other Biafran terrorists, I should call them Japan terrorists the way she do. That is
Go to
Rama.
I need you to go. I give you an assignment. Go to her home and put this advice to her. Kai, please let him go to the home first.
I got you, madam. I got a point. I got a point. We are not here. We are not here for that. We are here
okay,
to learn.
Madam Ojugo, Eze actually mean good. You understand? Because I love it when somebody, if anybody that can.
I understand, but the what he believe in, I'm surprised that at this point, for how many years, how many months, that Adadi Arama Chika America has been calling us, all of us, USB, Biafran, terrorists. He has not been to that platform. I'm surprised. I don't think
Madam,
Mr. Kai.
Truth. There's nobody that doesn't know that platform.
If I found myself in another Rama platform, I will still say the same thing I'm saying right now. I'm not here to defend you guys. I'm not here to say USB, they are terrorists. I'm not here to say okay, Kenya is the best. I'm not here for that. We are here for us to argue, or to teach ourselves. I'll ask you a question, answer me, you ask me, I answer you. Life goes on. We are Biafrans. For crying out loud, we are Biafrans. No matter what, no matter the differences. What is happening on social media?
Giving you that assignment. You are the first person that is letting me know that you've not heard Adadio Ramachika Merike calling Dr. Ngozi Orabeze Fulani agent.
Is it what I told you right now? Is it what I told you?
Be terrorist.
I told you I can't do what I did. I can't use.
Can I say, Mr. Just hold on. Let me just, if I understand what our mommy is saying very well. She gave you advice. I hope you understand. Like you should go to. She's not insulting you, but I think there's a misunderstanding between both of you. She said you should go to Adadorama. Adadorama is committing nuisance. Everybody, he wants, like this today, I won't lie, when someone called my attention that she mentioned my name and name of some Biafran, claiming that we are receiving money that they paid us, which I've warned her here on this video that if I hear that again, whatever she sees, she will take. You can say anything you want to do. If you want to call me Fulani man, no problem. But if she open her mouth again and
my God, can't give you.
I'm coming. We are here. We're not rushing. Don't worry. If she said that again, anything I say will happen to her. That's what I said here. Then our mom is here telling you that since you can reason well, because based on what you said, you should go to her and then, because if you call her and say that you guys are she will relax. Then you tell her that you are forgetting Kelly, that bridge is the best way. Then she will relax again. Then you tell her, please, can you stop calling these people so name? That's the advice that your mom said. And I believe that you actually, I believe that you understand what she said. Then, and you said okay, meaning that you understand it. So that's the best way to go. Then, you are here, and I am happy that you are here. No matter who you are, if you want to become support what's the name? IDOS. Come here and share your experience. Let us hear from you, because we are not lying. If you said I'm getting it wrong, come here and expose me. If you said that you pay me money, please join here and let us hear from you. That's what I'm doing here. Okay, so you continue with your comment. Let's hear from you, my brother.
Yes, like what you just said now. I discovered that all the media, everybody wants to say something to hurt each other. Like now, you see some people will say, "Oh, you collected money." People will say, "Oh, you collected money," but you know if you collect money. Even the way I'm talking now, some people will say, "Oh, maybe they paid me." I've seen that this is common thing with our people in social media, but it's not real. We are just doing so people are doing it. Are just doing that in order to just find their own content.
Mazukai, can I say something?
As that you only want to say something to hurt each other. I
agree with you, but another own is different. She's doing her own on purpose. Now hold on. Let me tell you why her own. Let me tell you why her own is like that.
The truth.
Remember, she talked. Listen, she talked down. First, she talked down on US. She talked down on she talked down on Ogenkere. She talked down on every Sana Barawa. She insulted Chamaka Jerry. She insulted Betty Ford. She insulted everybody that's around Ogenkere. Then she turned around. She insulted TOS. She insulted Pharmacist Diana. She insulted everybody. She insulted every media team that when she was supporting the CS, that John Howe, all of us were, exposing Ogenkere in terms of with the facts and figure. She's, even though she went too far by lying and adding something on her own, which is the reason why I believe the egg work on her. Some people say that the egg did not, but that's not why we are here. What I'm trying to tell you, my brother, is that her own is deliberate. She vowed that she would drag CS down. The reason why she left USB is not because she loved Ogenkere or Briggy. The reason is because she wanted to join COS during the Trump convention. She wanted to have that privilege. It was denied. They did not give it to her. That's number one. Number two, she wanted to be the one, like a spokesperson of the Liberation Army under USB. She did not get that opportunity. So these are things she wants to fix herself somewhere. She don't want to be the way how she was when PM was here. She wants to create her own platform where she will, in a neighborhood environment where she can, upgrade herself. And when she see that each time she's broadcasting, the number of the view is getting higher and all that, it didn't enter her brain and her head. She thought that she have arrived. So all those things is what contribute to her downfall. But she's now with the brigade. After falling back to Brig, what did she do? Within space of 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we are now hearing that Ogenkere should be dethroned. That no, because she's always everywhere. Now that she's with Brig, do you trust her? Let me ask you. Do you trust Adadorama to be in Brig? Maybe to welcome her in cabinet member after seeing what she have done to everybody.
Yeah, my brother. You see,
can I say something
from
here?
From the beginning, wait, let me just very quick one. Before, when Adedorama was in USB, and the Bam 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 was in Briggy, Adedorama and the Bam 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 were the people I detest most because both of them, they are too lousy. Both of them, they can talk anyhow. I was that time attacking Bam Bam Bam, at the same time attacking Adedorama. This is not how to do that. You guys are so, you're so insulting. You don't even know how to, handle matter. You just talk anyhow, even till today. You understand? But I can't do because they are like that and behave the way they are behaving. Some people need to be mature to reason.
You have not answered my question.
So the question is what?
Do you trust Adedorama to be in Briggy cabinet, in your fallback Briggy cabinet? Do you trust her to be there?
Adedorama said even she said that she don't belong anywhere. Don't you hear her saying that? Okay. Do you want me to play her video to you for you now to see even yesterday she said that is how I see Adedorama. Adedorama might come tomorrow and support you.
Can you hear me? You said that you just said that Adedorama belongs nowhere. Then I'm telling you that she belongs somewhere. So if you say she don't belong anywhere, I will play her video.
The voice of this man resemble a voice of a particular man that calls in Chika America's platform all the time. This voice that I'm hearing.
In the case
I don't believe him when he's saying he doesn't call.
That is the problem. You don't know me.
Let us hear from let us have something to say.
As it is, because why he made his first comment is that you are talking about Progress the analyst or whatever, if I'm right with the name. Now, in that case of the Progress the analyst sending video or Adedorama Merichiki claiming that the video or the voice was sent to the lady Progress the analyst through our COS. Do you know that I'm now replying or adding my own just to clarify the person who is fighting that Mr. Kai say something about Progress the Analyst against Adadi Oramma. As the case may be, do you know that in that same video, after a while or after some days or whatever, this Progress the Analyst also went back and bring out another video that made Adadi Oramma to go back to her own platform and say that, hey, I did not even remember when Madam Arewa or whatever apologized.
Okay.
Did you hear something like that? I'm talking to this Mr. Eze.
My brother, yeah, go on. I'm listening, brother. Go on.
Did you hear something like that?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't.
You didn't hear.
No.
Okay, meaning that you are jumping things. Meaning that you don't have to jump into something that you don't know anything about. It's not like anybody say you are just
you are
your
right,
own
my brother.
opinion.
My brother,
Listen,
you are right.
mister.
You are right.
Listen.
Okay.
Right now, meaning that you are jumping into conclusion or into what you don't know anything about. Just as Mazika said that you might say you don't care or you don't believe that this egg or whatever can happen, can be effective in somebody's head, but not when you did something wrong. Because right now, I may put it to you that you jump into conclusion. Because after Progress the Analyst made that first video, Adadi Oramma went to her own platform and said that, look at what COS, Ngozi Oraboeze, is doing. That this video, that all this thing happened in the cabinet, that this woman won't lay hand on that video. But how come she get that video? The same Progress the Analyst went back and bring out another video when this same woman was apologizing to the cabinet or something like that. That made Adadi Oramma to go back to her platform and start laughing at herself. What did she end up saying? I did not even remember something like this happened. I forgot. That was what she said. So now, if you are here now to defend her, which I do not see anything there to be defend, I'm not here to attack anybody, but now
I'm not defending my brother. I'm not defending her. Get my point, please.
Yes, I'm getting your point, as you say.
My point is just this. Adadi has a problem, her own problem. Well, Mr. Kai called her one special.
You see in the issue of that COS come up and say that anyone should defend himself. Then another person, like the video Mr. Kai just played some minutes ago, anyone should defend herself. You check on what that man is saying currently now. If you watch her video yesterday afternoon, she's saying anything like, I will bring up my platform, let Nigerians donate, we will go to this and that, so to make sure we arm all these people. Man, it's very easy in the part of the world where I'm here in Africa, I'm in South Africa. It's very hard. Okay. They do have housebreaking. They do have robbery. But mostly, you see that the victim is not, the case is not the same. Because here in South Africa, if you know, almost 85%, everybody have firearm on his waist. It's easy as that. That you are knocking on my door right now. I check you from my window. That is just what Dr. Ngozi is saying, or that is what Nigerians are crying at the moment. Let everyone defend himself, his or herself. Now, if you are going to attack somebody, and you know that this person have the same thing that you have, man, you will be security conscious. That is the only thing that is making Fulani to be ravaging Nigeria the way they are doing, because your system have disarmed you. Now, when they are coming into your community, you are helpless. They can do whatever they want to do and get out with it. You check the stories here in South Africa, you will hear
It is true, my brother. It is true. And just to add something to what Eze actually said, you said that everybody is, attacking each other, attacking. Can you just go back to the root of the attack? Like, how did we start, talking or attacking your own word each other? Do you care to check on that? Eze, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, my brother. I'm here.
Okay, so tell us how this attack started? Like, who started it and why?
Okay. Now, to my own best understanding, when everybody went to Finland to redeclare their even the very day Ngozi redeclared it, I was so happy with her. I shared the videos. I called my people back home.
Hold on. You said Ngozi declared it.
Yes, when Ngozi redeclared Biafra. You understand?
But
no matter what people are saying, Ngozi remain the person that declared it. Nobody can change that. It is certain. You understand? Nobody can change that.
Some people from your
in your own words, Biafra has been redeclared.
Some people say that Ngozi did not declare anything.
In his own words, Biafra has been redeclared.
Hello, can I report? Can I come in?
Okay, who is speaking?
Yeah, it's Mankind speaking. Can I come in, please?
Okay, Eze, please just don't go, okay? Let's hear from Mankind.
All right.
Firstly, sorry, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone on the platform, also to those listening. Mr. Eze, right? That is your name, right?
Yeah, brother.
I have heard you. I want to ask you first this question, and I've heard you saying that you are not for anyone. You are not for Ogenkere, and you are not for.
I said I'm not for Ogenkere. I'm for Brigi. Therefore, the government in exile. I'm not for Ogenkere. I'm for Brigi.
Okay. Yeah. I'm also saying the same thing. Now, why are you cutting me short? I just said you.
When you mention Ogenkere, that is where the problems normally come. People will say Ogenkere. Address me as an example. Yeah, thank you.
Why I said Ogenkere is because I heard you said you are not for Ogenkere, but you are for Brigi. You could have just let me finish my sentence before concluding what I'm about to say.
Okay, brother.
But,
sorry.
Nevertheless, it's not a problem. I have heard you say you're not for this guy, but before Simon Ekpa was arrested, what was Ngozi Arabeze's name? What was she?
She was chief of staff. Chief of staff.
What were you calling him? What were you calling her then?
I don't know, but she as at that time.
Excuse me, can you answer me that question I just asked? Excuse me, can you just answer me straight?
Okay. Dr. Ngozi.
What was the name you do call her then? Which name do you call her
then? Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. Dr. Ngozi Arabeze.
What was her title?
COS.
Do you include the COS?
Then before, yes.
Yeah, okay. Now let me put it straight to you. You know, sometimes you guys think you are smart. You guys think that many of us in this struggle are illiterate and we don't know anything, that our brain has been hijacked by manipulations of this social media ranting. Let me tell you, you say you are not for Ogenkere. You are just for Brigi. And Brigi was formed by Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. And they said Ngozi Arabeze was the chief of staff under Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. And suddenly, because today now you are already choosing where you are, because how you can feature or identify any of you who are in support of what this lady is doing is by calling her name Ngozi. I have heard you 2-3 times now. You keep calling her Ngozi. That is a picture that shows that you are not for her. And that is a picture that shows that you are not for unity, but you are here in this platform here, preaching unity, but you are calling her Ngozi. So if Simon have not come out and said, Biafrans, this lady is no longer working for me, why are you calling her Ngozi? Ngozi, you are calling her just proving that you are against her. Because you are calling her just proving you are just United States of Biafra. Because you are calling her you are just
when
now
when
working
I
for
told
someone.
you when I
But you
told you
pretend,
when I
excuse me.
told you I am a Briggy, what else do you still want?
I
My brother, just
did
leave
I
that
fight
and
you? Did I
let
that
us
same Briggy?
discuss
Excuse me. That
like a
same Briggy you are supporting.
man.
Please,
Excuse me. That same Briggy you are defending. That same Briggy you are defending. Who was the COS of that Briggy?
Kai, can I come in here because I don't know why we are wasting time with this as of a person.
Yeah?
They think that Biafra movement is for show. They think Biafra
Because
movement
Eze came yesterday, we entertain him. Now this one said that Eze, that he was watching when Eze was here, so he came his own for us to entertain him.
No, we don't have this. We don't have time for all this nonsense.
Fools.
We don't have time for these people that
They've seen the platform where anybody
Mr.
can
Car,
come and
this is
talk
your
rubbish.
platform,
our
right?
people in pains.
If you guys
We
don't
don't have
report
time for
anybody
them.
from Brigade,
Let
then yeah,
them
I
go
go. I'm here
and
for peace.
do
I'm in
whatever
peace. I
they
don't.
feel
I'm not here for
is
saga.
good
You are
You
for
not here
understand
them.
me?
for good. The same
Can we,
time that Eze consumed yesterday, the same
no,
time
no, no.
because you say you
Why
were there
are you
listening to
entertaining
Eze.
a fool?
You say
A
you were there
fool that
listening to
doesn't
Eze
reason,
yesterday.
a
So you now
fool
came
that
your
can
own today to
never
take our
reason.
time.
There is no way you dribble
Stupidness.
and dribble that he will make use of his sense because he doesn't have
Please, can we take it one after the other? Because Eze said that he joined yesterday, but the room was so filled up. He was so busy.
Kai,
So yes,
Guy,
please
don't entertain all these things. These are all
because
jokers.
I'm boiling inside me now. Kai, if he comes
We don't
out
have
to
time for
tell
this.
you that
Tomorrow another person will come again.
my sister, how do you go? Let me just land. If he
Let's
comes
get into
out to
this
tell
stuff.
you that the saga is because you want to outride every other person, you want to cut in and pull every other person, does that person have sense in the first place where he started? Because he sees everything as saga because that is what the saga
I
Can
actually
I ask
expect
you
from
guys a question? Even though
what I expect from everybody is to ask a question. So if you don't like
finally
what ask him question to answer so that he will understand. So because this is just like
no, because I don't want to ask him question because first of all, you will get whoever you want to ask question, get the intelligence first. And know where you are what kind of question you want to throw to you and what kind of answer you want to get.
don't you think you can teach him what he don't know?
Because I have listened to everybody talking to him and his
Madam,
answers.
teach me what I don't
I
know.
know
Teach me what
that
I don't know.
he
Teach me what I
doesn't
don't
have
know.
sense in the first place. He cannot, he is a rogue. He cannot answer sensibly. So why do I waste my time with such a person? Because they cannot
I'm
learn.
a rogue. You
He
see
cannot
how
learn.
insulting some of us might
Mark
be.
You
Spencer,
came
It's
here to
unfair.
tell
you
me
have
It's
not
that
for
when
what
unfair.
I start to talk,
Even though
to
if
correct
you
people,
guys brought the
be
Biafra, will
careful
you
with
ask me not to be a Biafra? So why are you
I don't want
insulting
to use that
ourselves?
comment again.
no, you are
Why
not
do
a
you call me a
Biafran.
rogue?
You are not a Biafran because if you start to fight Biafra, you are not a
Mm-mm.
Biafran.
No, let's not
You
go
are
there.
somebody else. You have to tell yourself who you are, not me telling you. Because I have heard you now saying that every other person comes to talk. So every other person, you never grab anything from what we are trying to explain that these people are not doing things
But
for
you
you
haven't
haven't
explained anything
grabbed
to me. You haven't
anything.
said anything.
Nonsense.
We are
It
just.
is all
I want to
about
learn from
saga
you.
for
Teach
you.
me, madam. Teach me. Let me learn from you. I want to learn. Teach me, please. Teach me.
Because
We are
you
here for
cannot
peace. You
learn,
are
I will not
Biafran and
teach
a
you.
Biafran.
Okay,
Nobody's more the Biafran
I
than each
will
other.
not
We are
teach
here
you
for peace.
because
Mr.
I see that
Eze,
you cannot
Mr.
learn.
Eze,
If
can I say something to you?
so how many people now have talked to you?
Okay,
How many of them
listen
have
here.
talked to you?
Okay,
And you are there proving
there
to
is
them
a
that you know
problem,
better.
or
So you cannot learn. What do you want me to
do
teach you?
you,
What do you
madam,
want me to
please,
teach you? When you
please,
see that everything we are doing is about saga, who will, outsmart the other person? Because that is
Mr.
what
Eze,
you people have
okay,
done
do you,
the
I'm
movement to
listening.
be.
Please, I'm
You
listening,
have
sir.
done the movement to
okay,
be
do you
about
believe
Madam is okay.
show,
Now
in
allow our
show,
brother to talk.
show, Shame
Madam,
on you.
allow me that to
Mr.
talk. I
Eze,
beg you,
I
very
am
quick.
asking a question.
Okay.
If, as our COS said, that let every Biafrans defend themselves, do you believe in that? Is a
If
question.
Biafran to defend themselves. No, yeah,
Yes.
I believe in that. I believe in
Okay.
that because I believe in that. Let me just go to I believe in that.
Okay. As you say, is a simple question that requires a simple answer, like yes. Okay. Have you tried to ask yourself, like, why is this woman in France kicking against that? What is her emotion of kicking against that word? Defend yourself.
I am not here for that. I'm here for Biafra. I want you to convince me to be USB.
Listen, I'm not convincing you.
I
Yes,
am a
because
Biafran. Talk to me
do
as
you
a
know when
brother.
you came in, the way you came in into the room or the room, your first question is that they say something against Ada. That is how you came in. Do you remember?
I remember.
Thank you.
For that one,
So right now, I am asking you a
let's
question
progress.
that I am just asking you this question. If you believe,
move your mind so that you understand, so you can understand what he's saying. Take the question first. Okay, just move yourself. Right on.
now, if you believe that what our COS said that every Biafran should defend themselves, you said you believe that, you accept that is a good one. Why haven't you managed to ask the same lady from France, Adade Oramma, why is he kicking against that? That is what brings me to my own issue that here where I am, if you check, it's true that people died because of that the firearm is littered all over the street. But
can I answer what was asked now?
Okay, continue. Yes, I need your answer. Yes.
Yes. Why Adade Oramma is kicking that? Because of saga.
Okay.
In Nigeria now, everybody's supposed to defend himself or herself in Nigeria, the way the social of things is now. But why Adede Oramma is kicking that? Because of the saga. And that saga is not helping us. I'm against what Adede Oramma is saying. And I'm against, so we...
Now, thank you for that, your answer. I want to ask you again. So now you believe that Adade Oramma, what she's doing there is saga?
That is saga? Yes, it's saga. Of course, it's saga.
It's saga.
What the progress is doing is saga.
Hello, listen,
So
Mr. Eze.
Adade Oramma, you as a Biafran, you are listening to that saga.
Listen, can I
now,
just come in? Can I just come in here, Mr. Eze?
Let us hear from Obi-Wan.
Can I just clear a little? Thank you, Mr. Kai. Can I just clear a little bit of thing, because I don't like too much talking something like this, because we had a similar kind of thing last night, and speaking to ignorant people won't help us, because there's no way it can change. So, but sometimes it's good to disagree to be able to agree. But I think what actually happened here is that Mr. Eze, we welcome you here actually, because we are all Biafrans, like you said, and we are all brothers. We are actually heading for one thing, but I think you came to the wrong party. That's why. And when you got in, first of all, when you said you don't belong to Oge, but you are from Bridge, and that is a lie. You can't be in Bridge and not belonging to Oge, because you can't even demote Oge. Oge owns Bridge. So when you come and tell us that you belong to Bridge, but at the same time you don't belong to Oge Nkere, I do not believe you on that. And what is the problem we Biafrans are having now? The USB, United States of Biafra. What is the problem? Is the Bridge. Is the people that fell back. People that decided not to go forward. Is you guys that went back to where we are not supposed to be. You guys are dragging us back. And at the same time, you come here and you want to be proud of it. You haven't explained to us why we should fall back. The information that you had about the PM said that we should fall back, you're not even sure. But you are part of the problem that we are facing today. You came to correct Kai. You say, hold on first. I want to say out all I have, then you can actually put your own thing. And I'm not fighting you here, but I think I should explain to you so that you should understand. Now, for me, one insurance is not actually a cause. It's the woman's hair is white. So I can say still the same thing. But what you choose to forget and try to see things in a plain way. What you don't understand is that you choose to forget where this whole problem started. USB is not fighting Brig.
Exactly.
Rather, USB said, wherever that you are, whatever you do it. So far, we are heading to one place. We did not start this. Our DPM has been there every time he wants to talk. He said those individuals, he never calls name. Because what we are fighting for, we are going diplomatic as well. Not only with bullets and guns. But where did the fight started? Who started calling names? Who started suing people to court? Who started making somebody's name to become a topic every time somebody will be on the internet for 4 hours talking about one person? So I think what Madam Aljuga was trying to let you understand is that now what good before you were that's what she's saying. For the fact that you listen to Ada, for the fact that you are with Ada, I believe that if a kind here is just a drop in an ocean to compare with Ada. So I believe that your evangelical work should have started there. Afusiana, that you are actually trying to preach peace all over, then we can correct ourselves. But you coming to jump into where we are even you decided to start here. I think that's where people are angry with you. But I just hope that you will understand. In your unusual worker yesterday, I actually took Grandpa yesterday because of this.
Okay.
Please, let's not happen
my brother.
today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for what you just said. That is why I don't want to, start mentioning the maybe you carry all this and we are here for Biafra. And where the whole thing started, and where myself, I believe, right? When Dr. Ngozi declared Biafra, we were all happy. You understand? Then by the end of the day, me as a person, as a Biafra, that the charter that make us what we are thrown away, that is where my own problem is. You understand? Because that charter gave us, everything we're supposed to know. So he asked us to fight for at least for 4 years before we can talking about USB. So now you people have to say, okay, both charter, both video, everything is you moved on. Fine. This is your own decision. What you want to do? But you don't accuse me to be a brigade where I believe that I'm getting it right. So my brother, I'm here to learn from you guys. Maybe you might convince me to come to USB. Fine. So I'm not here for SAG. I'm not here for war. I'm learning from you guys. Then
there's no need.
Then I can do that.
There's no need to convince you to come over. But I think that the way you think, the way you reason, you actually see things a little bit different from others. For the fact that you recognize that our DPM declared Biafra.
I saw somebody
I will give it to you. At least
are waiting for us to convince you. You wait tire.
No, listen.
No problem.
I understand. At least you understand a little
guys,
bit. The only thing I was
you cannot chase me.
Mr. Eze,
if we bring Biafra, we cannot chase you. Why are we fighting ourselves?
Mr. Eze, you are much more better. You are much more better than Mr. Eze. You are much more better than some of the people I have heard or have discussed with. And I think I should say kudos to you. But I want you to go to that bridge and do much more work in whatever you say you are playing. You said that charter gave you 4 years for you to get USB. Then fight for that charter there. Fight with the charter in the bridge.
Not to get to evict Nigeria from
You don't have to learn what we are doing in
evict
USB
Nigeria,
to be able to successful. Fight with the charter in Bridge. That is how this thing goes. So far, you know that thing you believe in charter will actually give you whatever that we are looking for. Let us be fighting from this side. But the thing there is that if you really wanted peace, like you said, I think the assignment should start from your own camp. That is what I'm talking about. Let us not
anywhere I find myself, any
and that is what myself is talking about. Start from your own camp. That's what I'm talking about.
Fight from your own camp. Whatever you know you can do. Fight from them. People on our side prepared to correct us what we are doing. Let's be doing what we are doing. Do from your own side.
Thank you. So there's no need fighting ourselves. That's what I'm telling you. That's my stand. No need
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You are my brother. I'm your brother.
We really appreciate that you visited us here. We really appreciate it.
Go to what you believe. Follow the charter.
This platform is not your Mr. Kai platform. I'm here to learn. So don't chase me. I don't know me. I don't know you. We are brother and sister. So why chasing me out?
If you come here to learn, make sure you're learning. But if you believe in the charter, I don't know if you're a lawyer to read the charter. Go with the charter and get us Biafra with your charter, and we'll all go there.
And for this our brother to believe in charter, and he don't care about charter master, because we have charter republic. They're not even bringing. Charter republic don't even believe in bringing. They believe in bringing to join hands with the bring to fight USB. That
and the same prime minister still introduced himself as the prime minister of bringing.
Now listen. Okay, but why did he say prime minister of charter? Since you yourself believe in charter.
What would human being said like that? My brother,
let's be honest. Listen, now, my brother. You believe you say when you love what CS did, what she did, everything was okay. You agreed that everything that she did, that she did that.
But that's very good. I was so happy.
Now listen, but the only problem you had is that after listening to Biafra Unite with the charter, then you said
no. Before Biafra Unite, read that. I have the thing myself here. I have.
But when did you fall back?
I didn't fall back. I told you yesterday. My money I pay in Briggy is going out from my account every Saturday, automatic. And that account still. Had it been Briggy change anything in that account, I would have terminated that.
Okay,
so I stand
where you put your money is where you go and ask for account.
Now, which means
I told you,
so listen, man. So your money is.
We're no longer in exile. Well, if you're in exile, stay in exile. We're no longer in exile.
So you are one of those. My brother, so you said you paid money for. So you are one of those that contribute money that they used to sue Biafrans with in Dabiri and Elias, because your money you are paying every Saturday
is money. Talk about suing. If you even talk about sin, listen to.
I am not.
Go and listen to.
Listen. So
go and listen to.
I am not.
Was the person that first said.
Listen, my brother. Listen. If I say that you are one of those that sue Biafrans, I am right because your money is part of it.
Sue Biafra, how?
Okay, you don't know about court case.
Now the court case of 18, Mr. Dabiri already told Ngozi, Dr. Ngozi, let me know.
No, I don't need story. Brother, I don't need this story. Are you aware that all the who you claim that you are not for, who you are actually paying money to, and you are not for him?
Although what I paid for is tax liberation. My money goes to
since you pay for liberation tax, mention how are you liberating? What are you liberating so far?
Okay, you don't see what the men on ground is doing.
I
I
don't.
really ask you, why is it that if men on ground, attack Nigeria, so why are you guys not no
Okay,
longer?
let me ask you.
Why?
Let me ask you. Since you are in Briggy, the money they used to sue Biafrans, where is he? Where did they get the money from?
I told you my money goes for men on ground. I support men
You
on
have
ground.
not answered. You have not
So
answered
what
my
saga you guys are
question.
doing? I'm
Please hold
You have
on,
not
Mr. Kai.
again.
The
Hold
money
on,
that
Mr. Kai.
the money that they sued, that the Briggy used suing Biafrans, where do they get the money from? Because we just made it clear to us that the money is going out automatically here every Saturday. I
The
ask
money
you,
they used to pay a legal team in Finland, where the money is coming from?
Because
No,
since
the money they used to pay lawyers in Finland, where the money coming from?
not lawyers in Finland, you don't pay
Why
for lawyers.
now?
You don't pay for lawyers in Finland. It's not you paying for the money.
Who pays? No, who pays? Who pays them? Are they
paid
doing
for
that job for free?
Did you employ any? Did you hire any lawyer?
Mr. Eze, let me ask you. Mr. Eze, let me. Mr. Kai, hold on. Mr. Eze, let me ask you something.
Okay, sir.
Don't like you said earlier that the money you are paying is going for men on the ground, and you're really sure about that. Okay, I'm not doubting you on
Men on ground confirmed it to me. They confirmed it.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you're actually talking to men on ground.
Okay.
Forget where they go now. Kai, forget there.
Let's forget Kaya need to go there first. Mr. Eze, do you ever wonder? Do you ever, at least for the fact that now, for you or during the 30th May, that the breed that you believe in did not show any sign of any army on ground? Did that actually move you a little bit or anyhow? As somebody that is dedicated, somebody Netinye gonna breed, did it touch you anyhow that, or for you to see a sign that even though that Netinye go there, but where is your money going?
Okay, so what did happen for Kigwe now? As I'm talking to you now, so you don't even know that men on ground are waging war in Okigwe. As I'm talking to you right now, you don't know.
I'm talking about breed performance. I said on 30th May. To show the people of breed that the followers of breed that they are doing something. Did you know, except like you said, it seems like you have contact with men on ground. You are not actually being truthful here. So you're not telling us exactly what you know. What I'm saying is that the fact that 30th of May, during the 30th of May, that breed did not show.
That is where my money goes. So I don't any other thing. All those saga.
I think you are just lying. You are just lying to yourself here now. Because you're not saying
I will bring you. Hold on, as I have taken it down. Just calm down because you are talking over people, just like William yesterday. It seems like all these four people. You guys share one. You guys share one parent. All of you.
He knows what he's doing. He tells us, he's saying indirectly here that he knows the men on ground. Now, this guy is just complicating himself. I think that, but anyway, Kai, you should know that your platform is growing up now based on, there are people, those guys that are coming in here, that are seekers, they are seeking to know. They sometimes, because imagine at their platform and they will give you this space. So let's use this time to actually, whenever they come in, we deal with them, we tell them the truth, because that's the only thing we have to offer them. So this guy is actually lying somehow. And by the time he's saying he doesn't want to tell us that he has communication with men on ground. He's not saying whether he's one of the men on ground. But at the same time, he's not actually moved that during 30th May, if he's just an outsider, that he did not show any sign.
They are all the same parent.
You understand what I'm saying? That he did not show na breed. Let's say nan konyelindi breed now. And after that day, and it was the COS that only showed what she is doing. Do you still expect me to sit there? That's my point with this guy. But he's not actually giving me the real answer. He's telling us what is happening in Okigwe. Okigwe is not the only Biafra land. The COS is managing the whole Biafra land. And these guys are just they stationed themselves in only one particular state, thinking that that's where everything happens.
Let me
Please
comment,
talk to us and tell us the truth. If you want to know the truth, follow United States of Biafra. We are already in love with the name. Nobody can change it. Thank you.
Obi-Wan, just hold on. Let's hear from Triple M.
Thank you very much. My greetings to each and every one of us. Good morning from my location, fellow Biafrans. As we must continue, I've been on the listening side before I jumped in. Hi, thank you
My
for
brother.
the good work you have been doing, but I will urge you to be very, very careful about this fallback group, because what they are doing now, they will not tell you that they have lost hope for what they believed in and where they focused.
My brother, do you think that if I don't have that time, I will allow them? This time I have time. That's I finished the program. What I'm here for. So if I don't have, if I'm here, if I'm doing any exposition, you can't distract me like that. So don't worry about that one.
I'm just okay, because whenever you see them coming this way, they are looking for amendment and sympathy, and they can't come out boldly.
Sorry to interject. Do you know? Let me tell you the reason why I love welcoming them, because I know they are just there, but they are confused of what is going on there. Let us be honest. You think that once they fall back and once they landed, they will start. They're trying to study the environment where they have come, where they have joined to. They want to know what is going on there. By so doing, they start getting confusion day by day. They need help. So Eze coming somehow, Eze need clarity. Eze is not contented where he is. That is not the fact. So let us, men with the pride, and he cannot say that.
Yes. Now, I overheard him saying that he's here to learn. My brother, if you say that you have been following this particular course right from Marin Nandekano through our PM, and you still say you are still learning, one day, your name will become Methuselah that is still in the street creating awareness after 15 years. Now, when I look at these people, when they talk of Briggy, I would like my fellow Biafrans to know that we have two types of Briggy.
It's true.
Many people don't know about this. When they talk of Briggy, you might think that it is the one you know. No, we have two types of Briggy. One Briggy, the first Briggy is the one instituted by our PM, and work towards our declaration. And at the end of the program of our convention, the Briggy we knew was dissolved. Then this Briggy they are talking about now is Briggy of the fallback, Ogenkere. You ask them in that their Briggy, okay, let's take it this way now. In the cabinet of the Briggy we used to know, how many cabinet members do you know that is in the Briggy that our PM instituted? How many candidates there, or how many persons is in that their fallback group? No, they're not even up to 5%. They are not. Now, when they talk of Briggy, who is the prime minister of the Briggy we know is our PM. Now, this one they are talking about, our PM is not there. Once our PM is no longer there, the person that will take in charge is the COS. Ogenkere is the finance minister of that PM, of that Briggy we are talking about. Now, this is their own Briggy. Ogenkere is the APM of that Briggy. Remember, that their Briggy, they have not really declared, they are still working.
They are still working to declare. They are not declared. Some of them say they declare, some say they have not.
So our people need to get this fact. When they talk Briggy, it looks as if the Briggy our PM instituted is what they are operating on. No, it is not. That is separate Briggy on its own. That is what our people don't know. Now, Mr. S is mentioning men on ground. Point of correction. Briggy is the Briggy of Ogekere is the one that have men on ground. USB, we don't have men on ground. And the men on the Biafran Liberation Army he's talking about in Okigwe is under USB. So I don't know why he's pointing at Okigwe, see if the Briggy. It's just like DOS still bragging that they have a Eastern Security Network, where there is no more Eastern Security Network anywhere. Take it to the bank. Nothing like the ones that remains out of Ndihabufro collide into the Biafra Republic government in exile. From there, they migrated into USB. So when I see all this, okay, now go offend that I don't know. You want to learn. What do you want to learn? If you say you are following, you don't know what Adadorama is doing. You don't know his program, but you are here to defend him. It's not right. Any nature of scale put Genkere and our DPM scale. Give way, yeah. I do hear people saying that our DPM is not doing it right. One day, let for me, be mistake because template to be a call kachinaga. Just say mistake. Yeah, we have everything is still intact. I don't know why people are getting confused at this particular period. Ebano finishing the final stage. They are showing us picture. Okay, after the event now, go to our DPMS handle. He have dropped a write-up there, breaking down. This is not a matter of picture. Breaking down what happens in Finland and the rest of them. Then giving us faith for the next stage. What was their report? This type of zoo government officials, you will see them. They will travel out of country to go and see things. Halota, they will not bring those things back. Instead, that is exactly what these guys are doing. You are showing us picture. One no picture picture. No update, nothing. In the share picture, they not present, and they're not present. Are we hybrid? All these things, okay, I don't know. They say their ATM is having emergency broadcast today. I'm not moving. Ilukwedia na ọhụrụ ihe ọ ga-eji na-eme n'okwu na ọkwa picture akwa na ha nọ there na ndị Briggy nọ there. Please, my fellow Biafrans, we have to be careful about this thing calling Briggy. We have let know that we have two types of Briggy. So when you're like, I have said it time with that number. One name, we don't even want to preach to anybody now to join on what we're doing. One name, we are not begging anybody. We are not begging anybody. Remember where you are. Let's remember where we are. How about also I go mind? The time of reckoning is coming. Then if you feel that in King Ebi not the game, no wahala, we don't care, we don't bother you. There is question you ask him here about Sagase. Who started it? Even all along all these things, our DPM have not even open mouth to talk to them or to talk down on them. They are debunking their allegation and their propaganda economy. They debunk. They started it right from day one. She took a cancel of the cancellation of fundraising. Now, let me still tell you now. You remember this our brother from Lower Edo, Emmanuel Yakubu. Emmanuel Yakubu was there. Abarawa, Ajere, man, okay. Emmanuel Yakubu has been there all this while. Then when our DPM published the new cabinet, hey, Emmanuel Yakubu, when the Biafra, I was looking at Sonny. When did when did the Biafra started to answer Yakubu? That these are criminals everywhere. Ras Yakubu has been there during our PM time. All of there, even in that charter and constitution, I'm here no there. But that is what they use in EGG saga. As if Haman before. Okay, if with these people, it can never be well with them. Even DOS in these people. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Simon Eba. Eze, do you have anything to say, or should you want somebody to go? Eze, are you there?
My brother, I'm here. I'm just listening. I'm
Okay.
I'm on
Do you have
duty.
anything?
I'll talk. No, I'm enjoying your program, my brother. I'm enjoying your program. Just that some of I heard some guys saying I'm just here maybe to maybe to I don't know. My brother. I'm not for any saga. I'm not for any saga. Okay, so we are one. What other Donama is doing on her own side?
Yeah, no problem. Let's hear from Simon and Emeka.
Yeah, Mazekai, good evening. Good morning from here.
I greet you, my brother. Welcome.
I hope I'm coming out very clear.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Like I said, I'm calling from the zoo.
It's okay.
All right. I just woke up and I opened my phone and I saw that you are live. So I said, let me come here. I don't actually know the topic, but from the little thing I've listened, just this evening I listened to Adadiorama. I don't think that woman, we don't supposed to be calling her Adadiorama, just that the thing has actually, taken over our bit. That white-haired woman that lives in France, we need to celebrate. USB need to celebrate. Emana onwere onye asịrị sị na ọ dị ka ọ dị kpọsa ọ dị ka ọ dị ga-abịa gịnị ga-abịagoro. Adadiorama, if she has remained in USB, she's going to be a very, very big problem. It's just like mixing a corrupt person where people who are not corrupt are. Why am I saying it? Adadiorama has no truth. She's, like I said before, she's a very, very big. I don't even know what the English I'm going to use to quantify her lies. That woman, just like the Bible said, like Yeshua was telling the children of Israel, said, you are like your father, the devil, who has been lying from beginning. The type of liar that the Orama says, I've never seen. And when you listen to Akbarawa, Ogenkere, remember that the lie started when they said that Ngozi Arabeze wanted to stop fundraising, just like the brother who said now just said, that they wanted to stop US fundraising. Now, why should she stop it? But actually, she never said she stopped fundraising. She said, because we went for an event, people have exhausted, a lot of things happen. Let us calm down. I just suspend it for a particular Saturday. The next Saturday, but these people came out online and started throwing all sorts of lies. Say that Ngozi Arabeze, he has cancelled the fundraising, that the major thing is fundraising. All manner of lies. These are the same people who came out and told you that when they called PM and they spoke with PM for 30 minutes. Then PM's ex-wife came and said that PM is not allowed to speak with anybody. So there's been a lot of lies. So Adadiorama, when she was in USB, she just decided she saw that no one don't have to ask kanyanwa. Of one do tie nduji asieri. She now decided to do what? To go and join them. So always celebration is a thing of celebration for us to, just as you have removed a very bad egg. And I keep on saying, these people are playing the narrative of zoo, the narrative of Nigeria. Nigeria government, they're full of lies, they're full of deceit. They do things, they will do things that they didn't do, and they will say things that they didn't do. So when I see this, the bridge of a thing, it is simply Nigeria government. That is the narration they're playing. What do you hear, DJ? Ma Sonny Abarawa, ma Van Vamo, ma Lehana boy, mo Genkere. None of them have truth in them. When Madadi Orama was in USB, she said that Van Vam went and took a pregnant another man's wife with the children. I don't know whether some of you heard her. Yeah. You can imagine that level of lie.
Eze couldn't bear this message anymore. He decided to pack his bag and run away. I have not even asked him the question that I wanted to ask him, but anyway, continue.
So this people are lie. Then our brother who said that we have two types of brigi. Look, from my own point of view, this is what I just feel that happened. When Samuel Ekpa was called for questioning, definitely they knew that he gave power to our COS. But because of they didn't want to stay under her, and she herself have already declared USB, they now started looking, how can we create our own team? How can we create our own government? We don't want to be with this person. We cannot be under this person. It's impossible. They now went and they now said they're falling back. The bridge they are talking about is their own personal bridge, not even the bridge that Samuel Ekpa created. No. The bridge they are in now is their own self-created bridge with a different motive, a different mission. That is why they are suing people, they are suing USB to court. That is why they are throwing all sorts of lies everywhere. So the bridge they are operating is a different bridge. And those people who is giving them money, some of them are ignorant, some of them don't understand what is happening. And just like this guy that said that he spoke with men on ground, it's all the same lies. If you make investigation, that guy did not speak with anybody. It's all the same lie. They believe in lies. And that lies is just like our brother said, DOS will be far better than these people. DOS will be far, far more better than these people. I'm telling you, these people are terrible. These people, they don't care about anybody. Adadi Orama, when she comes and start throwing lies, it shows you that this woman doesn't care. All her aim is just for her, for you to see her as a good person. But it's only the gullible one she can be able to deceive. People who are not, well articulated in their brain, that she can be able to deceive. And Mazi William Wickham yesterday said that Ngozi Arabeze took 70% of Biafrans. How did she take 70%? Because she's the only one saying the truth. Biafrans have seen that these people are liars. And many of them is only those who like lies and deceit. Those who don't want to face the reality that will come from USB and go to. And when such a people leave, the only thing we have to do is to say, thank God, a bad egg has left. So the court of Kosa or the court of Gemegene, Guru. So we keep on joining them and keep on lying and deceiving Biafrans, those who they can deceive, not people like me. So bridge in the bridge had created on their own. It's not even bridge, I know, by USB. And had created here in order for them to form something. They know very well that if they should call it a different name, that Biafrans will know that this is rebel. So in order for them to win some Biafrans, they said, we are falling back to bridge. We are falling back to, we are still in exile. ha nwa nọrọkwa na exile o mụ na onwe m chọrọ ka enweta Biafra achọghị m ka a nọrọ na exile and they keep on lying. Okay, yesterday that I came, there was a guy who called. You actually called the guy. You say that the person who called was talking about the achievements that they have made. That they are the one paying for Mazi Eba's lawyers. I wanted to ask that guy, when someone Eba created autopilot, or when he didn't create autopilot came on his own. It was a revolution. He came on his own. Was he the one paying for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lawyers? I think the DOS was still paying it, or somebody else. When they took over the payments of the lawyers, our PM came and announced to everybody. So paying for the lawyers of our PM, is it an achievement? It's not, to me, I don't see it as an achievement at all. There are things we call achievement. What have you been? Where have you gone? This one that Ogenkere is snapping picture up and down, up and down, up and down. Is that one an achievement? Snapping picture, is it an achievement? We're talking about what do you have on ground? What are the kind of people that Diorama and Vam? If they leave these people cannot take any step. They don't even have anything in their brain. They don't even understand what it means to get freedom. So, to me, these people are not relevant. And at that diorama, I don't know how. Sometimes I keep on imagining, how was it possible that this lady, this woman, came into this struggle? Because honestly, even I would say that PM did a mistake by allowing somebody like her, a character like her, to come into this. But all she has been doing is just causing problem, lying upon lying. One day, I will not even say that one day, she has even lied against our PM by saying that PM called her and told her that everybody should fall back to Brigi. So when there is nobody that Adadiorama have not lied against, and like I said, she has no shame. She will lie today, even when she caught her, she will come out again, being bold. And the woman is so senseless. I'm sorry to say that she's so senseless that she lies with impunity. That woman has no conscience in her. All those times that she will come and cry, all those things are just pretending for her to have her way. And if you cannot give her any post, she will definitely hate you. I remember when they used to interview our COS. She'll be there narrating them that these are the things, the criteria you need to meet for the world to listen to you, that you want independent, you want to be free. Vam and Aparawa, they all learn from PM and our COS. It is out of what they present that they come online, to tell Biafrans. These are but before they don't know it. Vam was he not in DOS? What was he able to bring on the table? That has just been his modus operandi, even up to today. You cannot get freedom by protest. You cannot get freedom by just coming on social media all the time. You are talking. I call upon this pan. I call upon Trump. Then there is something else I want to say, Mazikai.
Yeah, right on, my brother.
I don't think America can give us freedom. America, when you see the mode of operation, these are all they have the allies of the Western country. They all work together. They might be there telling you, hey, we're going to do something, but they are not ready because these people don't want African to be free. If you are going to America telling them you are going to create a country in Africa that will be world power, that will be this and that will be that, they might be clapping for you, but in their mind they don't want it because they are exploiting Africa. If we want freedom, there are countries that give freedom, like Russia. These are enemy. Mazi Samonepa said that if you want to get these people aligned with their enemy, and who is their enemy? Not Korea, Russia. These are people that are enemy. No Western country. We can see what Finland is also doing. Finland, we thought that they believe in freedom, they fought for freedom. But they are the one now who is working with Nigerian government. No Western country, over 5 years ago, I've been telling people, no Western country, call it Britain, call it America, Call it any European country that will give you freedom.
Finland, Finland now believe in resources.
Yes, they believe in the resources. They want to exploit us. They don't want us to be free. So when you go to them telling them you want to create a country that will be very, very good, whereby we'll be like Europe, we're going to build it, they might be clapping for you and be saying, but when they go at the back, they will say you are stupid. So you want to go and you want to get freedom, so that because everything that they're using is from us. They don't have anything. Like Finland doesn't have anything. They don't have anything. So when you give them oil for even 20 years, they will sell you out. Anybody who wants to get freedom, go and ally with Russia, because Russia is their enemy. Don't you see Ibrahim Traore? If not that he aligned with Russia, the Western, they would have taken him out. So any Nagari America, to me, they are trying, but America will not give you freedom because they don't even want any African country to be free. That is just the truth.
Thank you, my brother. The other person that I wanted to give mic have disappeared at 9 minutes. He decided to check himself out. So let us make our final submission. We have spent 3 hours, 25 minutes. So we are going to end it now. Let's hear from Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan, unmute yourself and give a final submission. Let's go around and end it. Obi-Wan, are you there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm around. If you are free for me.
Yeah, just make your final submission so we can.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was listening with two devices, the TV and this one. So this one was low. But anyway, with the last speaker of the thing, I don't really like to hear America won't give us. You might say America can give Africa and some African countries freedom, but I think Biafra is quite different because of our affiliation with Israel. And I think what America does is sometimes they know where the threat will come from. I don't think we are a threat to America, but America can actually make a use of Biafra to be in Africa. America can be bad, but at the same time, they still know who their enemies are. Then another one is the people that are in breed. Some of them hate Simon. Some of them worship Simon. Some people like Ada. We don't worship human being because I think sometimes they think that without Simon and Nnamdi Kanu, that Biafra will not come. They think that Biafra is one person thing. And they don't understand that Chukwunaji, some of these guys, were always Nnamdi Kanu will open our conscience. That's why Nigerian government couldn't do to him what they did to Wazirike. At the same time with Simon, I not appreciate what Simon is doing. But that doesn't mean that we worship Simon. If Simon is not doing what he's doing now, another person will be there. So, but I don't see why these people are actually having problem that if not for Simon, based on what Ada was saying, without Simon and Nnamdi Kanu, every other person that she will sabotage it. That is where I'm coming from. Thinking that nobody else can do the job. Nobody else can do the job. That is my problem with them. And thereby I know I have a problem. But I just pity her actually because, like I said, we will be here when the cry time will come and we will listen. And then they will now understand that even now Simon is about to come out. We are not panicking whether on our fall down or on our fall up because we that is here, we are actually sure of where we are. Even self, we are the one that will even give Simon a reason why USB should be moving if Simon choose not to. Because we reason to. Simon is not Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu is not Biafra. But God is using these people to actually put us in a place where we are supposed to be. Oh, Makande Amaro. Because these guys, they think that this thing is about super chat and making money on internet and being opportune to control crowd in your sitting room or whatever. Adan never knew that this day will come that she will be sitting down and be preaching to a lot of people, and men with kids and wife will sit down and listen to her while she's funny and dirty and all those kind of things. But people still listen for all those things. But it doesn't matter. I stopped listening. I engage myself. One of the reasons why I actually engage myself in this program, I don't normally engage myself. Kai, you're actually the only person that I get into this thing. Is that I got so I at some point I don't listen to Nigerian news, and I do listen, but the damage I can listen to them, but sometimes I just get off there because why? I don't like to be where it's all about speaking English. We talk from morning till evening. From morning till evening. The same talk. When you talk about how Nigeria is going to be fine, nobody is willing to protest. So it's just all about English. I want where we stay and there is solution. And I'm engaging myself here is because there is a solution. People are working hard to make things happen. And the same reason I'm having problem with fallback group, because there's no solution. I can't engage myself where Ichi will just keep saying the same problem, the same talk. That's why when this guy Eze came in here, my mind just went back to Mr. William last night, because at some point I fell asleep with headache. Because I believe that, but it's actually a good way that for the fact that they are actually prognosing in your platform, it means that they are asking questions. They are trying to understand what is going on, because all time go get take. When someone stays somewhere and nothing is happening, at some point, they will ask a question. So my fellow brothers and sisters, wherever that you are, I appreciate everybody and Madame Ojuko, because she's always here. She's everywhere. She's a motivator, and I really love that. And I really appreciate her. And every other person as well. Just have in mind that we are already home. For funding more, or just that now. You just
Thank you.
you're expecting to see McDonald in front of your house, but it's still far.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother. Let's hear from Triple M.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Yeah, I must tell you that this our movement and the freedom. I must say that we are the people holding ourselves. The reason why we are yet to get or to regain our total freedom is because of our people. We are the problem of ourselves. Now, when you hear Adan Doch saying it's not the first time he made that statement, not the second, not the third, saying that if Obato Obi did not bring Biafra, nobody else, that anybody that comes on the way, that she will sabotage that person to the last. Now you ask yourself, Emma, I don't know, when our people realized that this freedom is not, it wasn't beckoned on a particular person, that's when they will know that we need to go home. Because envy and jealousy has kept this particular struggle back for a very long time. Not that we have not qualified, not that we have not gotten everything, but the jealousy and the enviness in us is very, very enormous because our people are very, very, very wicked. Now, something happened. Let me take it back during the time of our leader, Master Kano, and our PM. There is one man, they interviewed this man in Arise Television when our PM came on board, instituted Briggy for the first place, and we was inaugurated. They were interviewing this man in Arise Television. He said, all this while that Mazen Nandekalo had been doing this thing, they have no headway until Simon Eba came and make things happen, make it and define it in such a way that when you look at it, even the international community now understood. In fact, this interview, Kai, I have gone back to their site to search for this interview. I couldn't find it again because when this man was saying that thing, he was giving credit to our PM. The journalist interviewing this man, the moderator told the man, no, you don't need to go that place. If you say this now, it looks as if you are giving him credit. That was what the journalist said. After some days, I went back for that interview to search it again. I couldn't find it again. They brought it down. Now you ask yourself, these our people fighting against our PM, calling him all sorts of names, saying that he's a Nigerian agent, is this, is that. And they still saying that Nigeria is after him. What stops them? Forget about everything and join him. That is one thing I love with Mazen Nandekano. He said there was an interview granted by someone granted by is it Arise TV or something else? They asked him, now this thing you are doing now, what if your enemy is the one that succeeded in getting this freedom? What will you do? He said, all he wants is the freedom. Even if he's the worst enemy that got that freedom, he will embrace him, hug him, and we celebrate together. So we say, let's go home and settle. That is the mind of freedom fighter. Maka ndị Igbo na-atụ ilu so na asị na eji amụ ukwu amụ nwa. Nwa onye ibi ga ha ka ọjị. If I thought that this freedom is something else, if I thought that this freedom is something of maybe family heritage, my brother, Ojuku family won't even allow anybody to come close. I don't know if you get my point. So now, when you look at some people, behaving as if this is a personal property, or if it's not this person, it's not going to work. I looked at them as people that doesn't have sense. This is a relay race. It can get to anybody. Anybody can get to it. This is why no reasonable people that has something to offer was given access to our Mazen Nandekalo because he surrounded himself with the criminals all over the places. It's even our PM that make things happen. Bring the people that matters. That the people that have what to offer. They came on board today. Now, the likes of these criminals that form their own brig, they want to take this struggle back to where it was during the DOS. That is what they are fighting. Now, just look at them. For how many months now? All they are doing is fighting our DPM. They call her Omar of them. The same thing they did to our PM. And that is exactly what the zoo wants. They don't want our movement to move because since they succeeded, they were unable to stop the redecoration. They came with this idea of fall back. Fall back to do what? Since they fall back, what has been their headway? Is there any good thing that came out of their camp? Instead, Algeria is bragging. That people are asking them, what are they doing? What are they doing? Now they can see what they are doing. Our lobbyists have sued Ngozi and his group. That is what they achieved for 6 months. And people are still following them, supporting them. Honestly, that's why this stage now we are, my brother. Are they asundo? Because we are these guys, they cut so deep. If not for our DPM, we won't be here today talking this thing, talking about this freedom, because their plan is to destroy everything. If I thought that the redeclaration wasn't take place on that 29th, I won't be here today. So shame will not even allow it, because I bet with some of the one Nigeria list in the zoo, they are betting me say it's not going to happen that day. It's not going to. Which DOS members also bragged it. You follow them in their platform, saying that any Biafra that comes to Finland will be arrested. Our DPM will go, will not come back. Which the criminal Emeka gift. Posted say if this woman go to Finland and come back, stay in America and make video, that he will drop everything. If I Biafra today, he's still there talking rubbish. These are the people working together with these criminals, and yet people are not even seeing it. The same people that said that voted against the declaration are the same people propagating fallback, and people are still supporting them. The same people that prepared memo within 48 hours, our PM is nowhere to be found. Everybody was disorganized. Ogenkere was there. Why didn't him come and make broadcast to tell Biafrans what happened? Instead, they are the criminal minister of information with that information is there telling Biafrans that our PM went for national assignment. It is them, our DPM, that faced emergency broadcast to tell Biafrans what happened. On that note, she gave us the mandate that they can taking our PM away will not stop our declaration, that we must only do it. She came there and they can do everything to make sure that this thing come to pass, and people are now calling her all sorts of names, talking rubbish, and people are still listening to them. My brother, Agwachara and Agwantamu. Agwachara and Agwantamu. Anybody, all these people fighting our DPM now, we know how we are to doing that the term of our PM. These are the same obedient people. These are the same DOS people. Imagine Eunice. Imagine Ikiru. Those criminals who know obedient and this thing. Just look at them. Look at the people they are now using as their top, as their media warriors. Top one media warriors.
My brother, we can continue this tomorrow, my dear. You know,
it's too much, my brother. It's too much, my brother. I wish our people will open their eyes. But we are no longer our train is full. Though. We are heading to Ebube. So we are not waiting anybody. We aren't waiting anybody. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you so much, Triple. God bless you. God bless you. Mankind, unmute your mic and let us just 1 minute, please. So because we have spent a lot of time here. Let's see if we can. Are you still here with us, Mankind?
Yeah. I agree with you. I have waited and waited and waited. You to keep calling me up, but no problem. At first, I greet you.
Sorry about it. Sorry about
That is
it.
what you are doing. No problem. I'm not angry. This guy that came to take much of our time and also our time. I sensed him that whenever you are against any leader, you call the leader by the leader's name. You don't call the leader with dignity anymore. You just call the leader just like as Tinubu is today. I hate Tinubu. Me and you know that we hate Tinubu, and we can never call Tinubu president. We always call him Tinubu. Whenever you start calling somebody his direct name, the love you have in that person is gone. The respect you have for that person is gone. It's not there anymore. Later I heard this guy calling our CEO, Dr. Ngozi, I already concluded him, and that was why I bumped him to ask him that question. And he found out that I caught him, and he could not run away from it because I caught him. Thank you so much for your time, and also thank you for how you are allowing them to come in to disgrace themselves. Because also in their own platform, their platform is like BOS platform. They will they will never let their enemy come to come into their platform to question them. They will never,
Amen.
because they know whenever you come in there, you question them, you expose them. So this, when you come
Amen.
into to question, they will make you remove you. Even when you're trying to, even when they don't know you, you come in. If you're even trying to, if they signal that you are going in another narrative or another direction, they'll say this one is the enemy. They will immediately cut you off and say it's mine, it's network or whatever. They will remove it. They will never bring you in. They will never accept you or allow you. So I like how you are giving them that time to come in and see how we are not we are not dividing the house. You are building you are building one goal of Biafra. One narrative. You are not in a division camp. You are not pushing this narrative of division because of maybe you love Ngozi Arabeze, Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, or you hate this person. No, you are in the middle. You are preaching. What you are preaching here is justice. And I love that. I love that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Quite TV. There is something that is happening that we are not observing. It's so difficult how one lady. I know this Ezra is still listening. I am also sending this message to him. It's mind blowing. It's painful how somebody who never attend from my 6 or from my 2 or from my 3 will just sit in her kitchen calling every Biafran terrorist. It's really painful. That's why we are taking it common, but this is not common. This is not common. I don't see how this lady will just sit in her kitchen calling us terrorists. I don't see how somebody who I don't know which of the African country, whether in Niger or Chad he is in, the one called Sia, who sees nothing. I don't know how you can see him an illiterate. I'm not calling him an illiterate. He called himself an illiterate. I'm not the one calling him illiterate. No, I'm not making it up. He called himself an illiterate. I don't see how someone who called himself an illiterate will sit in one third world country calling civil people who are more educated than him, who are more civilized than him, who have traveled far and wide, calling them terrorists. And also, I also find out that it's only an illiterate who call somebody terrorist because he don't know the consequences. Because when we bring you to court, I swear you will understand that word terrorist. That is not a is not a, is not a, is not a common word to use, calling somebody who you don't know, who have done nothing to you, who have never taken your money, who have killed nobody in your family, who have killed nobody in your children, and you are calling him terrorist. Even for me, I want to finance this. If I can see somebody, 2 or 3 people living in France who can say, let's sue this lady in France, I will support it. I will support it. I'm really, really out for it because and I'll put my name, I'll put everything because this is not done anywhere. I don't see the reason why this lady can just sit down calling us terrorists, terrorists, terrorists. What is going on? What is going on? I will support. I will finance it. I will bring my money too. I don't care because this has gone beyond. We continue keeping quiet, and if she not think that nothing can happen to her. No, something can happen to her. I'm in Europe here. Something can happen to her. We know the law. You can't just sit in your comfort zone every day. You're calling people terrorists, 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 and nobody's doing anything about it. And she thinks that she have right to do it. No, you are not the only person. If you are quiet, does not mean that you're stronger than every Biafra. You're stronger than all of us. And another thing, there's another narrative she's also pushing. And when you dig deep in it, you find out that this narrative she's pushing is the narrative the US was pushing. This narrative of we are a church card media. We are a church card following Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. What kind of nonsense is that? That means every Biafran, more than 70, 80 million percent, because if you like what one of our speakers said, that they are crying that 70% or 80% of Biafrans are following Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. That means 80% of these Biafrans following Ngozi Arabeze, they are all the church card. We are all giving the church card to follow her. That means this is how Ngozi Arabeze is so rich. The same narrative video is pushed that Simon Ekpa bought us when we were defending Simon. They all were pushing this narrative. Oh, Simon Ekpa bought us. Simon Ekpa bought us. Simon Ekpa is the one sponsoring us. So Simon Ekpa sponsored all of us. This is how Simon Ekpa is so rich. to sponsor everybody supporting him. We are not fools. We can see, we can articulate things. We can bring one and one plus one. We can bring one and two together and know what it is. It is three. So you can't just continue pushing this
My
narrative.
brother,
We are a church.
thank you. The time is
Uh,
up. God bless
no
you.
problem. Now, can I say something else before I go? Can I drop this before I go? Thank you.
Do it
And
sharply
there is,
because
can I say it before I go? Or?
yeah, continue. What is that? Just sharply.
Okay. There is also one thing I sense what happened in Finland when they went to meet Simon, prepare Mr. Simon. When you saw when I saw that lady shouting, "Defra enough, look at Obatol." That thing, that narrative she pushed there have already shown us what she's pushing. How can Defra enough, Obatol did not give him a minister of information when he was around? But this lady now, but in the aspect of our this lady is already now pushing Biafra Unite as a minister of information. In the absence of, and the same man who we don't know is a ghost. We don't know his face. We don't even know where he come from. Despite his voice, we can't detect who he is. But now this same lady now is pushing him to Biafra as a minister of information to Biafra. But Simon Ekpa, they never did that because Simon Ekpa knows he's a ghost. But today, this lady is pushing this narrative, telling Biafra, Ikukuna, look at Oga Tobie. So now Ikukuna now is now the Minister of Information. This is what you are pushing. This is the narrative. You are now imposing Ikukuna on us.
What they are saying is a different disposition that it's not. If you begin to talk about it, that means we are not ready to end this.
I just dropped this topic because I really need to iron. We really need to iron this out because this,
you can just bring it up next time, maybe tomorrow if we are here.
Okay,
Just,
okay.
try your best and join us sometime. Thank you. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Simon Emeka, thank you. Simon Emeka, unmute yourself. 1 minute, please.
Mazikia, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I greet all Biafrans. No matter the narrative they play, no matter their lies and propaganda and deception, we are still winning.
Exactly.
They said it for with their mouth that USB took over 70%, and their fundraising, they are not getting anything from their fundraising, and that is their problem. That's why they are crying. That's why they are complaining, and they will keep on crying. Like I said yesterday, these people, when one comes on air, you feel that every other person is a fool and we have no brain. But we have been able to tell them that we know what we are doing, we have our sense, we're intelligent people, we know the truth. Just like when Simon Ekpa came, we saw he's the one with action, he's the one saying the truth, and we followed him. So Adadi Oramma can go ahead and say all sorts of lies. She can come tomorrow. She has said lies almost with everybody. The person she's facing now is Uche in Finland. Them themselves, they believe in showmanship. The same Nigerian narrative. But we are still winning. Very soon they will come out and they will say they only have 5%. It won't be long. And like the other person said, if someone else should come and said we are falling back, we are going to ask him question. Biafra is not for anybody. Nobody is Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu is not Biafra. They are only being used by God. The same thing is applicable with Simon Ekpa and Ngozi Orabueze. Tomorrow, somebody who is even bigger than them can come and take the mantle, and we keep on moving. We are not backing out. We must get Biafra. We are not fighting Biafra for ourselves, but for our generation. But these people, the way they are doing it is that they are fighting Biafra for themselves. They want a situation whereby when we get Biafra, they will be the governor, be this one. It's all about position. It's just all about position. And that is why they will tell you that this person who came new, they see Ngozi Orabueze as somebody who just came new. So how can we be here? Where we were in DOS. How can we be here? And you just come and take everything all from anywhere. The same narrative of the DOS. So there is a spirit of DOS in these people, and we need a very big, powerful man of God that will come and cast those spirits out of them. Then their senses will come. I drop my submission here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. And we have Indiveze, just you are the last person to make submission. So use 1 minute, please. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Because I greet everyone. I greet all Biafran. Also the listeners. We have touched up so many things, but mostly I only have to say that you should keep it up. You are doing a good one. It's not easy actually, because this is already after 4 in my own location.
Wow.
It's not easy for someone to sit this late night, understand? So the only thing I have to say to my own or our own fellow Biafrans, nobody needs to convince you, because one onye ọbụla ṅụjuru mmiri na nne ya afọ na-ahụ ihe ọbụla na-play out there, and you don't need anyone to convince you to do this or to do that. Because while I'm saying this is because Onye taking most of our time here today is telling us that we should convince him. Onye na-akpọ ya mom. Onwe need to convince onye ọbụla, because anyị na-ahụ onye rụrụ ọrụ, na-ahụ onye na-ekwu eziokwu. Ọ ya mere, with part of how the program started, he played a video. Now, onye ọbụla believe we're gonna in ihe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwuru many years ago, how Fulani, they are coming, they will take your land and whatever. Get that now, because that is a gospel truth. Onye ọbụla believe well now that no eziokwu ka onye a kwuru. And I heard many things here, men, a grown up, a adult, a put on a social media, so I convince you. At the same time, this person made a comment. He made a comment saying that he was happy when Dr. Ngozi Orabreze declared Biafra. And then because that somebody have confused you, okay, through his voice, Yapota convinced Nejoku on Afuanya. We don't need to be convinced. Thank you, Maz.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, my people, we have come to an end of this live broadcast. God bless all of you that joined us this late hour. Tomorrow is another day. Take care of yourself and good night. Bye bye for now.
Good night. Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Good night.